Why?
Well, again, I can't take it another day.
As Dan Lewis comes into the studio, hands me the rundown. Once again, with nothing on it.
The date is correct, though.
So possibly today we'll be playing Television Jeopardy, and we'll be getting food from Chipotle, one of the fine Mexican restaurants that has no problem if we molest their food.
Well, when your company slogan is anything rolled this good has got to be illegal, I don't think they have a problem with hip and cool references.
Do you know a restaurant yanked out, Everett? They got pissed off because I stuck my crank in their food.
Really?
Remember last Friday?
That bothered them?
Yeah.
Immensely. They pulled all the spots off the station, too.
Not only did they stop bringing up food for the studio audience on Friday, which they had committed through, I think, all of June.
Yes.
They yanked all their advertising off the station because I stuck my penis in a tortilla.
That's the utmost in celebrity endorsement.
That's the way I took it.
That's a supreme compliment.
Food good enough to F.
So good, you want to stick your in it.
Because we know how much he prizes that.
Exactly, as we all.
He doesn't put it just in anything.
Right.
Just stick it in any food.
No.
So, yeah, they yanked everything.
Incredible.
Yeah, well, let them suffer.
Absolutely.
I didn't feel good last Friday night anyway.
No,
I didn't either.
Cramps.
Yeah.
Squirts.
All weekend. Ruined my weekend.
Yeah, it did. So when I found out that they yanked their food, I was good. Mm-hmm. Diarrhea is not as glamorous as most people think.
No.
So today we're absolutely happy to have Chipotle bringing us food.
They are wonderful.
I even ate a lot at lunch today, so I could eat a lot.
Me too.
Good.
What'd you have?
Broccoli.
Shock.
No better than burgers, though. So just broccoli.
Come back.
Left room for the Chipotle.
Excellent.
Unmolested Mexican food, right?
Will you be sticking any bodily part in it today?
I believe so.
Good.
Only because they like me to do it.
Yes, they do.
It's an anointing of sorts.
Yes. I didn't for that crap. All right. We got anything we need to do before news starts?
Nope.
You got audio? What am I? Oh, I know why I'm humming that.
Yeah.
What are the words to the song, Eddie? You missed the end of the show yesterday, Everett. Remember Willie Ames?
Yeah.
8 is enough. Charles and Charles, sidekick?
Yes.
Yeah. He's Bible man now. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I'll show you the pictures later.
Yeah. It's, what is it, Dan? Explain it to Everett.
It's a series of children's videos, Christian videos, live action, kind of along the lines of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. But he wears this body armor and goes about doing God's work by fighting evil.
Yeah.
He and his little computer sidekick, Cyber.
Little traveling road show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they do a live show. They do videos and a live show. The live show, they don't even have a stunt Bible man. Willie Ames does the traveling show as well.
As seen on 8 is enough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they have even hip-hop dance numbers mixed into it. So it's a big show.
Anyway, they contacted Dan about having him on the show.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, the tour's coming to Dallas soon.
How lucky. How lucky we are.
So, if he comes in, he'll have to come in his Bible man outfit.
Of course.
And, just so he isn't bored, we will have an evil nemesis up here for him.
Mm-hmm. That's the promo today, by the way.
Is it?
Woodrow, yeah.
Oh. Well, Eddie, load that up for me. I'll just play it for you, Everett. This will explain what's going to happen when Bible Man is here. That way I don't have to go through the whole damn thing again.
Okay, good, because I'm missing something, I can tell.
This will fill it in.
The Russ Martin Show, 3 to 7 p.m. weekdays on the talk that rocks Texas. The new 105.3 FM Talk.
Hey, man, when y'all get that Bible man up there, Bible guy, whatever the heck he is, I'm going to call me when he come up there. I'm Matter of fact, I'm gonna come over there. I'm gonna kick his ass.
Woodrow.
I'm gonna be nigger man. What?
And how would your superhero beat up Bible Man?
2 to the body and 1 to the head.
Hey there. Can't forget the pantyhose on the head and the pick in the utility belt.
Oh, yeah.
The Russ Martin Show, 3 to 7.
He's going to burst in.
Yeah.
Right in the middle.
We're working on getting him a costume right now. Great big N on the chest.
It's a catchy name.
Yes, it is. Eddie even wrote a song.
Really?
Yes.
One that we can use on the air.
Woodrow will have to come up and sing it.
I see.
Well, there's my promo for the weekend.
Yeah, if Woodrow can make it up today, we'll let him debut Man.
That sounds marvelous.
Sung to the tune of Spider-Man.
Really?
Yeah.
I can see you've thought this through.
Actually, I'm just now reading the words that Eddie wrote. Man, does whatever can. Steals a car, bangs your wife. Good. Look out, here comes a man.
I'm appalled, Eddie.
Wealth and fame, he's ignored. Aunt Jemima. Yeah, good. All right, hang on to that. Dan, see if we can get Woodrow up here later.
Okay.
Do we have a costume place that can make him a man outfit? We already have the mask, which is his pantyhose.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm sure we can come up with
cape, tights, utility belt with, the standard things.
Yeah, it's bound to be one of the places or people in town that does costumes for the various theatrical groups that would be more than happy to make a man costume.
Mm-hmm. Little cup holders on his utility belt to hold his orange soda.
Afro sheen, right.
Mm-hmm. Oprah hairspray, maybe.
Yeah. I'm sure we're missing a bunch of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, we are.
A holster for his chicken bones.
Yeah, we've forgotten about that. Which ones can you think of, JD?
No, I'm just... No.
Look, fire extinguisher in case his cross burns up. Go ahead, you're on the air.
Hey, I'll make man a costume.
Do you do stuff like that?
No, man, I can tie up a trash bag pretty good.
I don't get it.
I do.
What about the goatee?
Okay, thanks. I want a real superhero outfit. Really nice one. Muscles built in and all kinds of other stuff.
Oh, yeah.
What are you looking at, Eddie?
I was just thinking about it.
Oh, okay. All right, let's go ahead and start news, and then we'll work on the man outfit later. Okay. He's going to come in and pistol whip Bible Man.
Make him give up his Lord and Savior.
Yeah.
Renounce Christ.
Yeah. Renounce Jesus. Renounce Jesus. Put your hand down. So you're going to stop hitting me? No, I'm tired of reaching around it. It's funnier yesterday when I said it. I liked it. You get the idea, though?
I do.
Yeah. Yeah, just pistol whip him until he turns on Christ. Because there's nothing funnier than a superhero getting pistol whipped. By man.
Yeah. I'm trying not to sound too amused, but I am from East Texas.
Are you ready?
No, sure.
All right. It's about 3:20. J.D. Ryan's on the new 105.3 FM Talk with News.
Thanks, Russ. News brought to us by SBC, Southwestern Bell DSL Internet Service. Go to SBC.com and by Ewing Buick Pontiac GMC celebrating the grand opening of their new Garland location, LBJ Freeway at Jupiter. It is finally Friday, May 24th, 2002. Billy Gilman, young country superstar, is 14 today. Roseanne Cash turns 47. Priscilla Presley, 57. Gary Berghoff is 59. Bob Dylan turns 61. Tommy Chong, 64. Over the weekend, Anne Heche is 33. Mike Myers is 39. That Daz is 29. Frank Oz is 58. Oh, there's more. Hold on. Because it's a long weekend. Lenny Kravitz is 38. Bob Goldthwait is 40.
Is he only 40?
He looks rough.
Yeah.
Real rough. Sally Ride.
He looks 60.
Yeah, and he's the one with the, is it Nikki Cox?
Nikki Cox.
Something ain't right with that.
No.
Dr. Sally Ride, first American in space, a woman in space, is 51. Hank Williams Jr., 53. Philip Michael Thomas is 53.
Tubbs
Tubbs
from Miami Vice.
Ain't done nothing since, has he? Stevie Nicks, 54, and Brett Musburger is 63. There we go. Fire that began after some residents called a loud explosion consumed part of a condominium or apartment complex today in suburban L.A. There was no immediate word on injuries or whether it was a bomb or what caused the explosion. A National Enquirer.
Have they said anything about terrorists yet?
No, in fact, they've tried to play that angle down.
I saw it on Headline News. Well, I actually watched both CNN and Headline News. Not once did they say terrorism. So you know they're absolutely staying away from that until they figure out what the hell's going on.
It was a very large explosion, wasn't just a fire. So
didn't we just get a warning that said apartment explosions could be one of them?
Yes.
Okay. That's just damn strange. But, I mean, when you consider what blew up, it was condos full of old people. So you know there had to be a bunch of oxygen tanks in there.
Right.
So that's probably not that fantastic.
Gas line. Could be a lot of things.
Right.
Okay. The National Enquirer plans to publish leaked crime scene photographs showing the bloodied body of the two teenage gunmen who stormed the Columbine High School 3 years ago. The supermarket tabloid, based in Boca Raton, Florida, says it will publish the pictures of Eric Harris and Dylan Klebold on its Friday's edition. Two photos showing them lying side by side with a shotgun and a rifle nearby.
Are you still thinking, man? What is this?
Old people.
Run, I am. Trying to get away. Large quantity, if you're planning on going down to Corpus, which I was, I'm glad I didn't, the Gulf this week, a large quantity of green and yellow seaweed washing ashore on Texas beaches recent weeks. During hurricane season, officially, it starts June 1st. Thousands of tourists will visit the Texas coast. Of course, it's Memorial Day weekend. They'll be greeted by a surprising amount of seaweed that washed ashore from Galveston all the way to South Padre in the spring and summer. And as in many years past, early morning beachgoers will be met by the sight and the sounds of heavy machinery sweeping it off to try to keep people on the beaches. And if you're looking for a lovely beach, we have one for you. Picture sugar-fine white shores, emerald waters, and huge sand dunes. It's not Jamaica. It's actually in Florida. This year's St. Joseph Peninsula. What did I say? Oh, God. Okay.
I just pulled while JD's doing news. Obviously, I'm bored and not paying attention. I'm looking at the email coming in. Somebody sent a JPEG. I think most people have seen this. It's a black guy in a Superman outfit. Great big buck teeth, cheesy mustache. You ever seen it, Dan? Oh.
It's pretty funny.
Is it on our Hotmail account?
Yeah.
I'll look at it.
Normally, when I've seen this one in the past, the first part of the email would say, concentrate on the next two pictures closely and see if you can spot the differences. And the first one is a picture of Christopher Reeve as Superman. And the second one is this picture. And you're supposed to
tell the difference.
Yeah.
Turn the S on its side and you're in business.
Yeah, you're right.
That's right.
Anyway.
Yes, say it again.
Funny every time.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I forgot what I was saying. Nice beach, whatever. This is a good story. When one of William H. Michael Christie's patients showed up with flu-like symptoms, he got a rectal exam. Another young man seemed equally surprised when his headaches warranted a sperm sample given by the doctor. The men were testifying yesterday at the Sheets Harbor family doctor indecent assault in Nova Scotia trial. The third witness testified yesterday that Christie masturbated him during an office visit. He had gone in because he had swallowed a pin top. He needed So basically people were going in with headaches and they were getting rectal exams. And
my doctor used to do that.
You need to give me to get my hair cut. I don't care.
Just spread them.
Lonely individuals may not only be miserable during the day, they may also have a hard time getting a good night's sleep, according to a new study. People sometimes think that family and friends don't matter. It's health and status that's important. Our health will decay if our relationships are poor or negative or absent. The investigators' laboratory observation of the study participants' sleep patterns revealed that the lonely individuals had less efficient sleep, meaning they slept for shorter periods of time and woke up more often during the night. Former NBA star Charles Barkley, who's never short of opinions, recently spoke out against the NBA's decision to switch from leather basketballs to synthetic ones. Swish. Yeah. And then he earned our respect by saying to the PETA people, animals are only good to be eaten and tested. I hope those PETA people are outside near my car. I'll run over them like dogs. Charles Barkley. Good. The Vatican is crossed with stars who wear crucifixes as jewelry and wants stunners like Jennifer Aniston, Catherine Zeta-Jones, and Jennifer Lopez to take them off. It called the crucifix sacred and said using it as a fashion item is outrageous. And then the Pope, of course, got on his little pointy hat and climbed into his bubble car. In audio, Enough opens in theaters today. In this cut, Jennifer Lopez was asked if she's being a powerful woman in Hollywood affects her anyway.
It's not ready.
Oh, sorry.
I'm waiting. Got
Jennifer
one.
Lopez.
Here it comes.
Number one. Jennifer Lopez.
It doesn't feel that way, but...
You better read the story that they're going to project her ass on the moon.
No.
Nobody saw that?
I think I'd remember that one. No.
All right, never mind.
It's a good feeling to be able to be like, have an idea, have a vision for something, and people at least listen. That's good. So in that way, I guess I feel like I have some sort of, pull. But as powerful...
She's stupider than a snot bubble. If you just listen to her.
That's woman of Hollywood. I don't know. That's kind of a big title.
Yeah. That's Enough is the movie. And when is she going to stop getting movie roles, by the way? Hasn't she sucked in everything she's done?
Pretty much.
I haven't seen anything she's been in. Is she in Wild Wild West?
No.
Who was that?
Selma Hayek.
Yeah. Was she any good?
Not really.
Good.
Okay, Insomnia also opens up this weekend. It's got Robin Williams in cut number 2. Robin Williams was asked why he is taking so many supportive roles now instead of leading roles. What?
Never mind.
Because I just want to do characters now. You hit 50 and so you're heading towards Walter Brennan land. Like, you open it.
I knew he would do it.
Luke, don't go in there. It's Obi-Wan and Yoda's fighting. You start finding characters, and it's not the idea of like, I'm going to be in a movie where I look fabulous. You don't look fabulous anymore. It's like your hair starts going out of your nose and leaving your head. And I'm a chia pet, so...
I can't stand him.
No.
I like him in certain roles. I like Mr. Doubtfire. Good Morning, Vietnam.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
Yeah, but when he's doing improvisational stuff, he drives you out of your mind.
Yeah, he can't just sit there and talk like a normal person to an interview.
Yeah.
I kind of went, I'm going to be playing characters now. I'm used to that. Even my children say that. You'll be playing characters now. Set some limits.
There you go. And let's see, Al Pacino was also in that movie. He was asked what he thinks about being referred to as a legend in movies.
What I usually do when they say that is I say, this is a legend.
I don't get it.
He's just being a goof.
Now, that's all I can say to that.
Loading on audio clips.
Nah, I just thought it was funny. Al Pacino playing harmonica.
Good.
Brian Adams on his song Get Off My Back, which is in the movie that comes out this weekend called Spirits Dying of the Cimarron. And this is him talking about why he wrote that for the movie.
There's a playful side to Spirit, and that is the side that he's cocky, he's young, he's bullish, he's full of, and he wants to let everybody know that nobody's going to break him. No one's going to ride me. I'm my own man, and you can try. You can try all you want, but you're not going to get there.
There we go.
Just shut up and get a chemical peel.
And the last cut, if you want to hear his song, this is what he wrote for the movie, is the next cut. Called Get Off My Back.
Is it as good as the song that Eddie wrote?
No, it's not nearly as good.
That's too bad.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that you can take me on? You must be crazy. There ain't a single thing you've done that's gonna faze me. But if you wanna have a go,
That's That's in the movie Spirit, Stallion of the Samurai. I think it's an animated thing.
Good.
All right, there's news and information. Now, by the way, listen to win cash in the KYNG Buddy Contest at 4 o'clock, and again at 6 o'clock we'll announce a name. For details, go to KYNG.com, click on Win Cash. I'm J.D. Ryan on the Talk That Rocks Texas, the new 105.3 FM Talk.
More of the Russ Martin Show coming right up.
Carload of chicks followed me home last night.
Again? Not the same ones.
Yeah. Hold on a second. Let me do traffic. I'll tell you about it. All right, 3:38. Check on traffic. Jonathan Dodge at the controls of the new 105.3 FM Talks. White Lightning.
I should be so lucky.
You're right.
Them chicks follow me home. Mama wouldn't let me keep them, though. All right, this report brought to you by Ewing Automotive. Pontiac GMC celebrating the grand opening of their new Garland location on the LBJ Freeway in Jupiter. Come into this new location or their Plano Parkway location today and get a gift certificate to Al Phoenix just for taking a test drive. Also brought to you by Wheels in Motion at Coyton Rampo and Richardson. They've lost their lease. Store-wide liquidation on bikes, skates, and accessories. Save 20 to 50% at Wheels in Motion. In Forward, southbound I-35. Just past Northside Drive, the right lane is blocked with delays from an accident. Westbound Highway 114 from O'Connor Boulevard to Walnut Hill, left lane closed again for ongoing construction. Southbound on the Dallas North Tollway at the I-35 entrance ramp, center lane is blocked by an accident there. Another accident southbound I-45 in Simpson Stewart Road. That one blocking the left lane, causing delays back to Loop 12. There's an accident moved on to the shoulder now, westbound, 635 at Marsh Lane. That's blocking HOV lane and the left lane. Eastbound, 1 Rogers and Pearl. 2 right lanes are blocked to slow traffic due to a minor accident. And westbound, 183, just before County Line Road, center lane, left lane, blocked traffic and slow coming out of Dallas due to an accident there. This report brought to you by Blockbuster. The hottest new movies are guaranteed to be a blockbuster, like Ocean's 11, starring George Clooney, Brad Pitt, and Matt Damon. Pick it up tonight on video or DVD. Details at participating stores. That's traffic. I'm Jonathan Dodge. And the new 105.3 FM, White Lightning.
Thank you, Jonathan. All right, mostly cloudy, 64 for the low, and scattered strong storms tomorrow. Should be 82 for the high. Sunday looks like it'll be halfway decent, and Monday back to mostly cloudy and 88. We have 77 degrees currently at the Talk That Rocks Texas, the new 105.3 FM Talk.
Yes, same,
the ones that we had the cops scare off before?
Yeah.
They're not too bright. That's right, Thursday night. That's our girls' night out.
Right. And I noticed the car going up the tollway.
Mm-hmm.
And I wasn't going home, so it didn't matter.
Yeah.
So they followed me all the way to Kirby's. That's where I was meeting Reed last night.
Did you talk to him or just see him?
Well, I figured, once I got in there, they would either go away or wait for me to come out and follow me some more.
Mm-hmm.
So I go in, we're sitting at the bar. This brunette a hot little brunette, walks up and goes, "Excuse me, are you Russ Martin?" "Yeah." "Can I have your autograph?" "Yeah, sure do." "Yeah." Little chit-chat back and forth. Said, "Are you having dinner here?" No, I just came in to go to the bathroom." So that's when I knew she was one of the chicks. So she decided to come in. So I said, "Well, invite your friends in." She went out. Didn't come back in. I went outside. They were all out there talking.
Yeah.
I don't know what their thing is. They sit at the station every Thursday, and they don't do anything. They don't want sex or nothing.
No. He offered.
Well, why else are they following us around?
Yeah, they're bored. Are they not old enough to get to a bar? Is that it?
No, she was 21. I looked at her driver's license.
That really is, boring. Bored if that's all she wants to do is sit in the parking lot and wait for you to come back out.
They're probably so enchanted with your fame that they don't feel worthy of approaching you.
Well, she came in the restaurant.
Well, but in a sexual sort of way. They find you sexually unapproachable because you bang porn stars and the like.
Oh. What can I do about that?
Be less famous.
Just whip it out next time. Go look. Here it is.
Yeah.
I think you almost did that in the parking lot that time because we've been drinking in the office when we first encountered them. I think you said, "Are those tops coming off?" And they went, "No." We went, "Bye."
Yeah.
I think that's almost exactly what happened.
Little cute brunette, little hot redhead. I think they're both single.
Was a black chick with her?
Black chick. I think she's got a boyfriend now.
She drives.
Yeah. She always drives.
Badly.
Yeah. She's a woman.
Really?
Yes. I wouldn't mind taking the little brunette out.
Yeah, she was cute.
Or the redhead. Both of them said they were single.
Well, why didn't you ask him out last night? Was it just too freaky, or
just the whole thing is freaky? That they got nothing better to do on Thursdays than sit in the parking lot and try and follow us.
Yeah, and I think most psychologists would agree dating your stalker is probably not highly recommended.
Not really stalking.
That's pretty damn close.
No, they're not threatening.
Well, most stalkers don't.
They don't start out threatening.
Right.
No.
Yeah, when you shun them is when they start getting threatening, right?
Yeah, maybe you should bang them.
Welcome them in. Yes. I'd like to have a little group action.
Sounds plausible.
I don't know.
They're taking their night off just to follow him.
Yeah, something's definitely up.
And they sat in the parking garage before for hours waiting for us to come out.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was like one time we sat up here on, I think the first time like 9 o'clock. 9:15, yeah, so we've been 2 hours just sitting. We noticed them sitting on the top of the parking garage at first. And we thought people were just up there having sex.
Right.
And then one of them pops out the sunroof and waves at us.
So we knew they were waiting on us. That's when we went down.
Right.
No sex.
There's 6 there. You just got to find it.
Yes, James?
Yeah. Question for the rock and roll attorney.
Go ahead. Hold on a second, James. When you were on Marty Griffin the other night?
Yes.
Did Marty mention our show at all?
He did at the very beginning.
All right.
Well, the only reference he made was, yeah, this is getting to be a lot like the Russ Martin Show, which, I mean, it was the first thing out of his mouth when he got me on the line, and I didn't really understand what he meant. So
he didn't credit you as being part of this show?
No, he just said, so this is getting to be a lot like the Russ Martin Show, huh? And I said, why, do you have a bunch of porn stars up there?
Good.
On KRLD. I think I took him by surprise.
That's not too hard with Marty.
No.
You should have heard his reaction.
Ooh.
No, actually, he said, we don't do that on KRLD.
Yeah. That's why you're on AM. Nobody's listening. Are you going to do a show again?
They said they would probably ask me to answer questions again.
You can't go back unless he mentions the show.
Is that the deal?
Yeah.
Okay.
He can't just start harvesting our show for guests.
Well, I think he's going to want to put Everett on his panel of experts.
So what you're going to be?
I don't know. I don't know.
Can you plug your website?
The first time I was on, he did.
How many times you been on?
Twice.
Really?
Well, 2 different days. The afternoon and then the evening show.
Do you not know the rule?
No, Everett called and he goes, can I be on KRLD?
Well, I said,
I thought it was going to be like, a little short news segment. I didn't know you were going to be on the Marty Griffin show.
Well, I said, my first loyalty is to the Russ Martin Show.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted to run it by you. I wanted to make sure there wasn't a conflict.
All right. Well, if he doesn't credit this show, I don't think you should be on. But you do what you want.
No, I have to go with you on that.
Go ahead, James.
Okay, anyways, I wrecked my truck. I called the insurance and made a claim. They told me that I'd been canceled like 24 days ago. And so I convinced them that it was their fault that I didn't have any coverage because I never received a renewal letter. And I made 2 payments, and they reinstated me and backdated my coverage. Then a week and a half later, which was yesterday, they called me and said that they're denying my claim and canceling my insurance, and they're sending me my 501 back. Can they do that?
Well, it doesn't sound like you were covered. I mean, all things being equal, it sounds as though someone may have been trying to do you a favor, which was likely later uncovered. So I think, the bottom line is you weren't covered. They're right in denying you coverage.
Well, is there a law of a lapse time there? Like a
grace period.
lapse time?
No.
When it's up, it's up.
That's right.
But, all right, is there a website I can go to as far as to find out what kind of laws there are Because they reinstated me and sent me a letter of reinstatement and showing that I had coverage. And then they called me like a week and a half later.
Well, I do know this. You can contact the insurance board in Austin. Right, if you feel as though you have a grievance against your insurance company and potentially get some sort of remedy there.
What kind of damage was done to your truck?
About $3,700 front end damage.
What'd you
Just
hit?
The bumper and grill. The back end of a Dodge.
Why?
I was looking at what time it was on the radio. Because I was waiting for the Russ Martin Show to come on.
You did not wreck because you were checking the clock.
I swear to God.
James.
I swear.
Did you get hurt?
No. Nobody was hurt except...
S word, James.
I'm sorry.
That's all right.
And then, the back end of that Dodge, all it was his tailgate and bumper.
I bet you end up getting sued. Because you know. How long's it been since the wreck?
Monday will be 2 weeks.
Oh, you'd have known by now.
Yeah.
With their soft tissue injury?
I mean, I just don't understand how they can reinstate it, send me a letter showing I have coverage, and then call me back and say, oh, we're not going to do that now.
Yeah, I would contact the insurance board in Austin, and that would be the first place I would start.
Okay, but as an attorney, do you feel like I have a case there, or?
Well, it sounds like, bottom line, you weren't covered, and that somebody was doing something marginally legal, if that, to try and cover
because
you.
The girl at the insurance company showed that it was their fault that I didn't receive my renewal offer and everything.
Right.
And two, I moved and all my mail was being forwarded, and I never received a renewal offer. But whenever I called them, I made the renewal payment for April and the payment for May.
Right.
So there was actually money already taken out of your account to cover the time that you had wrecked.
$501 for 2 months worth of insurance.
And did they have that before you had the wreck?
No.
You're out.
Yeah, I mean, the bottom...
It seems like the only people he would have action against right now is maybe the agent.
Yeah, I mean, again, if you boil it all down to its essence, the bottom line is you weren't covered during that period of time, and you had a wreck, so why should the insurance company pay your claim? Everything else aside, because your defense that I hear you articulating is that I should be covered because somebody came in and backdated my stuff and, pulled some smoke and mirrors and got you to where you looked like you were covered even though you really weren't. And now they're coming back and saying, gee, you really weren't covered after all, which in fact is the case.
But again, there's no lap over time of like...
No, we already covered that. Thanks, so. No grace periods when your insurance runs out.
It runs out, it runs out.
Well, it's not like your tags where, theoretically you hear the cops give you like 10, 12 days when your tags go out.
Right. Otherwise, I mean, think about it. You get an insurance ticket, and what's the first thing you do? You run down to your insurance company and go, oh, gee, I got one later that day. I'm within the grace period, therefore you can't tag me for not having insurance. You see what I'm saying?
No.
Okay. Well, put another way.
Most people would have got what you said, though, right?
Yeah.
Oh, well, then don't re-explain just for me.
Okay.
Go ahead, you're on the air.
Yeah, I'm on the air?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
All right. Go ahead, you're on the air.
Oh, yes, I got a question for the lawyer.
Sure, go right ahead.
We were in a car accident in November.
This is burger.
Lady
yeah.
pulled off from stop sign. We hit her on the side. We had the right of way. Anyway,
Bert got out and beat the crap out of him.
Pardon?
Nothing. Go ahead.
My wife was lost her job over this from being off work for a month. And
do you get this all the time?
Yes.
Really?
Shoulder.
Yeah.
So these people, or the insurance company just wants to pay us out a payment of $6,000, which I told them we weren't going to accept that. They said that we had another accident in December.
I almost want to give him $6,000 to shut up.
It's an error in the doctor's notes.
Does anybody know what he's saying?
No.
But the doctor's office saying, no, we can't correct this.
I ran into the Grouch's trash can.
Wait.
I would like that corrected.
Yes. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, I have to defer to Russ on this one.
Yes, you have a case.
Pardon?
Yes.
Sorry, I can barely hear you.
Oh, well, let me turn up the mics just a little bit. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
You saying we have a case against
the
insurance company?
Yes, fix.
What type of payout normally goes on something like this?
$8.2 million.
Yeah. I'd like to see that, but that's not reasonable.
Or a new set of hubcaps.
Mm-hmm.
What was your question?
My question is, how do we go about getting this doctor's error in his books corrected?
Well, that's a very difficult question to answer.
Thank you for calling.
Just call a lawyer and pay for it.
They don't want that.
I know.
They got freebie E.
I know, but it's like... I love to call and get free stuff all the time and just want to rattle.
No, that's why I have 5 secretaries.
Yeah,
okay.
Nobody gets through to Everett.
I know.
Until it's like either a contract to sign or money's been sent.
Oh, Jesus.
I'd like to actually hear a real talk show do that, with an expert, and have somebody call up and ask a question and go, well, that's a difficult question to answer, and just move on to the next one.
I think that's been done.
Yeah, I know, but I mean like a real talk show, not here.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's funny for us, because that's what you expect. Sure. You wouldn't expect it on it,
Yeah, the press. Like Marty Griffin or somebody. He answers the questions.
Yeah, many times, and repeats the same crap over and over.
He has to. A, KLLI, B, night.
Yeah, you're right. Need a break here, Edward?
Please.
Okay, we'll be right back.
More of the Russ Martin Show coming right up.
Is the office closed?
Yes, it has been since, noon. They let everybody go.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
So we're working when the station is closed.
Yes.
Correct.
It's a free day, Jack.
Mm-hmm. Yes, should be.
If we're here in the office isn't open, then this is a day, we just picked up a vacation day.
Well, they worked half days. I
don't give a rat's
nothing.
It concerns me not.
I see.
Thank you.
Yeah, management never showed up and everybody else cruised at noon.
You're right. I emailed Bob early in the day, like 8:30. Never heard back from him.
He's not here. Reed's not here. Wayne wasn't here. Nobody's here.
Very nice.
Thank you. Screw him then. Good. Gonna take Tuesday off too?
Love to. Don't even have anywhere to go, but just hanging out.
Hold on. Go ahead, Lisa. You're on the air.
The question is for Everett.
All right, go ahead. Everett, just take questions till 7. I'm tired.
Sure, why not?
I have a real lawsuit that was filed 2 years ago.
Yeah, but what kind of lawsuit?
It's a legitimate lawsuit for poisoning.
Go ahead.
The other side has filed a motion for continuance. The judge granted it, and then the judge set a second court date. How many motions can they file for continuance?
Theoretically, as many as the judge will grant. Now, judges have limitations, and, you can't expect that to continue on indefinitely, but...
What's a lawsuit for?
It's for, my husband and his friends had gotten poisoned at work.
Poison how?
They were illegally burning chemicals.
Oh, okay.
And it's been 2 years, and we were supposed to go to trial in May, and they filed a motion for continuance, and the judge set a court date for September.
That's not uncommon at all.
Especially with corporate attorneys.
Yeah, civil cases drag on for years.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
So I shouldn't be surprised if they set another date after this one.
It could definitely happen.
Okay, thanks.
Sure.
Can they just keep extending it until the statute of limitations runs out?
Well, no, the statute of limitations has already been satisfied because that pertains to when the suit is actually filed.
Oh, okay, I got you.
So now they're just running its course.
Right.
They're trying to run her out of money, probably.
Well, not necessarily. I mean, that certainly is one objective that lawyers
if you keep stretching it out.
Because it's not costing them anything because they got lawyers already on staff.
Right. But it could be for any of a number of reasons. Vacation, illness.
What is it, Dan?
L.A. Lamont is on the hotline. She wants to know if she can talk to you off the air.
No. Go ahead, you're on the air.
Hey, this is Chad. I'm gonna tell you guys a funny joke to make your weekend.
All right.
A Muslim, an Indian, and a cowboy were sitting.
So we cut him off.
I don't know.
Let's make you think it's funny.
He's called about 6 or 8 times. I've told him no jokes.
Really?
I just keep telling him over and over. In fact, I was going to ask you to play that thing that Dave recorded.
He sounds so excited
about the rules.
Yeah.
Once we were a few, now we're a many.
All right. I'll chew his ass.
Cowboy look and takes the big old dope on a cigarette.
Oh, a joke, too.
I don't even know it. What's the punchline? Quick.
Funny, huh?
That is great. Do you have any more?
Did you hear that?
Oh, man.
Did you make that up?
Where'd you get that?
Isn't that good? I was trying to call in twice, and Dan kept on hanging.
Hold on a second. Did Dan not let you through?
No, he didn't.
What's your first name? No. Hold on a second. I'm about to chew somebody's ass. How long have you been trying to get through?
Twice.
And does Dan just hang up on you?
No, he said he didn't have the time. But you know, it's his job. But anyway,
no, wait a minute. Was he rude to you?
No, he was not. He was a perfect gentleman. He said no and hung up.
Dan, did you do that to this guy?
Yes, I did.
After you heard that joke?
I didn't listen to the joke. I just hung off on him.
I tried to tell him I wanted to hear it, that he wanted to hear it. Well, I'm so nervous right now.
Why are you nervous? You know what? You shouldn't be nervous. Dan's the one that should be nervous because he kept some entertainment like that away from me.
Dude,
hold on a second. Dan, you're fired. Get your crap and get your ass out of here. I'm sick of looking at you.
Russ, I
said you're fired. Get out. How's that? You feel better now?
No, I don't, but I tell you
Don't
what.
ever call me with a joke again.
He's not the only one. I've had a bunch of them today. For some reason, Fridays, the kids are out of school, whatever, it's joke day.
No, it's not. This is not Moby in the morning. This is not Kevin McCarthy and his joke hour.
Remember that.
We don't care. We don't like it. We don't, anything even borderline entertaining we don't want.
There's a surfer dude that keeps calling. Dude, I got a killer joke for Ross.
You need a bigger raise. You really should have got a bigger raise.
Yeah.
I apologize. I can't talk to her. We just came out of a break. What does she want?
She's asking you to please talk to her off the air.
Well, occupy yourself.
When you're talking to the joke guy, I asked her what it was, and she said it's really important.
Hey.
Hey.
We're on the air. What do you want?
What do you mean you're on? Are you on the air? You're off the break, honey.
No, we're on the. What, is this important?
Well, yeah. I miss you. Hurry up. Go to a break.
All right. Hold on a second.
All right.
Martin Show coming right.
All right, everybody, just shut your ass.
Okay. That rocks Texas. The new 105.3 FM Talk.
Gas pipe.
What is it, sweetie?
Are you off, honey?
Yeah.
Good. How are you?
I'm good.
Baby, I miss you so much.
Yeah, I miss you too.
Like a whole bunch?
Yes, a whole lot.
Everything?
Yes.
Guess what I'm doing?
What are you doing?
Well, me and Mom decided to switch bedrooms, so I got the big one, and I'm laying on the floor listening.
You were doing what?
I'm listening to Yanni.
Yanni?
Yeah.
No.
And guess what else?
I don't know.
Listen. You hear that?
Did you just fart?
No, it's a go-go speed racer. It's my Wascally Wabbit, Billy.
Oh. Are you doing it right now?
Yeah. What are you doing?
You're driving me nuts.
Come on, baby.
Are you using it right now?
You want to do it? How many minutes do we have on the break?
It's about 5 minutes.
5?
Yeah. Are you being a nasty little bitch?
Yeah. Have you?
Yes.
Yes, right. I miss you so much.
I miss you too. You got it on right now?
You know what I wish?
What do you wish?
I wish your face was down there right now. Like you do it all the time. What are you doing?
I'm just rubbing the console. You are so nasty. You got that thing going right now?
Oh, yeah. Would be grabbing your head.
the back of it.
Yeah.
Jamming it right into me.
Guess what?
What?
We're still on the air.
Hey, what are you doing?
All right. Okay.
Y'all dove for the dumb button. Ouch.
Well, that went well.
Yeah.
Right up to the F&A hole.
Yeah.
God.
Dan, pick up the phone, see if she's going to keep cussing.
Got me worked up now.
Her little L.A. Le Mans trading cards that she's got, so far I've found 53 hidden in the house.
Oh, Lord.
She said she won't cuss no more.
All right. Oh, she just said the F word again, didn't she?
She said she wouldn't cuss no more.
Let me pick this up off the air.
Yeah.
Are you there? This is. Hold on a second. You're not on the air yet. I'm having to wait for the delay to rebuild. You said the F word again. Oh, she just said it again. Could you guys hear it?
No.
All right.
I didn't hear it.
Okay. All right. Quit it. I can't put you back on the air until the delay rebuilds. Hold on a second. All right, you're back on. Don't cuss.
I won't cuss. Can I still say nasty bastard?
Yes.
But you know what, though? I'm like, babe, don't call me tonight for phone sex. I am pissed. Half of Texas just heard that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you been calling her every night for...
Yeah?
No. I called her
Oh, he's such a crock.
I called last night, and we talked for a little bit. Then she puts her mom on the phone. Then she puts her brother on the phone. Then she puts her mom back on the phone. And then she gets on the phone.
And you have phone sex?
No, I don't do phone sex.
He's such a liar.
I don't do phone sex.
Get out. You're getting freaky with me. You better stop it.
You're such a liar.
Somebody needs to turn you out, and you know... Come on.
L.A., is he really calling you every night?
He called me last night. He called me yesterday. Yeah. He told me he missed me. Of course he does.
Oh, that's
I
so
knew he was
sweet.
going to miss me. I know. I think I'm going to come to Texas, come back a lot sooner than I thought.
Oh, no.
Every couple of weeks.
He really is precious, isn't he?
Because he misses me so much. Yeah, he is precious.
He talks about you constantly, even off the air.
He's my love button.
I'm going to beat you in the balls. Oh, well. I'm going to say, man on you.
Oh, no.
All right. Well, I got to go, sweetie.
No. Don't go.
Yeah,
I miss you.
I miss you.
Did you find any more of my cards today?
Yes, I did. I'm up to 53 so far.
You're to 53. You must be searching because I hit those pretty good.
I found them in my coffee. I found them in shirt pockets. I found them in between plates in the cabinet. I found them in the bed. I found them stuck in drawers. It's on the dartboard in my bar, my office, underneath things.
So I know you're always thinking of me. There's some in some places that you would never even think of.
I'm sure I'll find them sooner or later.
Yeah, don't go digging for them. Just let it happen naturally.
Okay. Well,
Will you call me tonight?
Yes, I will.
I am very upset with this.
That's quite all right. Miss you. Talk to you later. Yes.
James?
Yes.
You really miss me?
Yes, I do.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Don't be talking smack.
I won't be talking smack. You're my own little porn star there.
My porn star?
Yes, my porn star. All right. Have fun with your go-go racer.
All right.
All right. Bye, sweetie.
That's so sweet.
That is absolutely darling.
I'm just going to throw up right here.
You can't ever have a girlfriend now because those things will be popping up for years.
Well,
that's why I've been going through the house, because I thought maybe I was going to have a date this weekend, and two of the chicks that I've called, nobody's called me back.
Well, they all know you're already in a relationship.
I'm not in a relationship.
Yes, you are.
It's not funny. It's not entertaining. In fact, I'm sick of talking about it.
That's why you do it every night.
I told her I would call her. She called me like at 2:15 yesterday and talked till like 2:35. Almost made me late for work.
You don't have to justify it to us.
We understand.
I think it's precious.
Should we put JD's name on the chalkboard?
Let me think. How many here have perfect relationships? I would put the stones down.
I guess just you. You're the only one.
Yeah.
That's a perfect one.
Sounds great. You guys can't wait to talk to each other on the little phone. She's got her little trading cards all over the house.
Oh, please, the first time you guys have a fight recorded. Oh, please.
Yeah, you know damn well it'll be a good one. Probably won't even be able to understand her.
Then she'll get her mom on the phone to bitch at you when she gets tired.
Yeah. Here, Ma, spell me. Go ahead, you're on the air. Hello? Going, yes?
Yes, I called earlier about the attorney. I had a question, not legal advice, but just questions in regards to civil cases and the statute of limitations.
Did he call us?
What's that?
Yeah. What about it?
I was going to see if I could even ask him off. I didn't care if I go on the radio or not. I just wanted to ask him a couple of questions on DUIs.
Did you get one?
Yeah, I got one. I go to court in Fort Worth next week, and it's been about 3 years in the process trying to get it taken care of.
Yeah.
So,
were you drunk?
No. I had about 4 beers in 4 hours.
Yeah.
And went to a Ranger game, and actually it was Arlington.
Right.
And
yeah, they're Nazis in Arlington.
Yeah.
Yeah, those beers are pretty big at the Ranger game, aren't they?
Yeah, but I'm a pretty big guy myself.
Yeah,
so I monitored myself.
Yeah, of course you did. That's why you got stopped.
They've got no
nice job. They got no what? Did you blow?
No.
You didn't blow at all?
Don't blow. But
they get you on videotape doing the field sobriety test?
Yeah. Matter of fact, in the report they read that I'm wearing black ball cap, gray shirt.
Yeah, nobody cares about that. Is he screwed?
I don't know.
I don't know what the statement's like.
White Docker shirt, tan Docker shorts, and decent tennis shoes.
Yes.
What's that?
Yes.
Yeah, but that's what I'm trying to figure out. Is there a statute of limitation on it, or?
Yes, there is.
There is.
Yes.
How long?
Normally about 8 months.
8 months.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you've messed me around.
Yes, I am. Thank you.
It's 2 years.
For what?
Statute of limitations on a DWI. But that's 2 years from the date of the offense.
If they didn't do anything.
Right. If they didn't file within 2 years. Just because the case has gone on for 3 years doesn't mean anything with regard to the statute.
I wonder why it's been stretched out for 3 years, just for a DWI.
No telling. Could be any of a number of things. They may have waited a long time to file it.
Okay. Break here now.
Coming right up. Call Russ now at 214-787-1053.
All right. By the way, I meant to ask you this, Everett. Did you guys play any original tunes at the foam party?
Yeah, it was all original except for the AC/DC.
It was supposed to be cover.
Nobody.
I told you no new stuff.
You didn't tell me that.
I said maybe Eat My Pie.
You didn't say that.
You did not play. Because I was in the back, and then Chloe came in the back. The foam party goes, dude, they're playing originals. Well, no, it's not. Maybe they ran out of songs. You played all original stuff?
No, I take that back. It was all covers.
Everett, somebody will call and rat you out.
There were some covers, some originals. It's been so long, and it was such a fun party. Who really cares?
Everett. I know you hate doing covers, but at events like that...
Well, we're just breaking in our new bass player. We don't know a lot of covers yet. We're working on the album.
So everybody gets to suffer because he can't... He plays... How many strings on a bass?
He has 5.
And I have 6, right?
That's true.
And I know 2 covers.
That's true.
He should know more with just 5.
You're right.
You like the new bass player?
Yeah, he's great.
The band sounded great.
Thanks. Didn't you think he rocked? Seriously.
I can't tell. You could let you take the bass player out of the song. I don't think I'd notice.
Yeah, you'd notice.
I don't think I would.
That's the mark of a good bass player. You don't know
it's not.
Mark of a good singer. You can.
You take him out, band sounds better.
No. It really is. It's the mark of a good bass player.
If you can't tell they're playing?
Yeah, because that means he's blending in.
Everett.
Absolutely. Yes, it is. Less is more. Haven't you ever heard that?
Less is not more. More is more.
Not when less is.
Do you see where our pictures ended up on, like, priceless.com or whatever?
Yeah, I'm sick of getting that email.
Oh, they're all over.
Let's see what it says. We'll do another newscast here. I just want to go home. Yes, Chris?
Hey.
Yes.
Hey,
Yes.
I was gonna tell you,
Okay.
hang on.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
The thing about you not getting, the girl to call you back for the date,
What girl?
you said you had a girl that you had called about a date this weekend and she hadn't called you back?
Yeah, I just called last night.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe it's because of the, L.A. Le Mans thing.
I doubt
You know,
it.
maybe she doesn't want you putting it in her after you had it in a porn star.
Nah, I don't think that's what it is. I think I just called too late.
Not judging, you know, that's cool.
Yes, of course you are.
Glad you scored one, but, you know, she may be thinking that way.
Well, if anything, it's an intimidation factor. After he's been with her, why would he want me?
Yeah.
That might be a pretty big fact, too.
It's like watching that video with the guy with
a horse donkey man. Thanks, Chris.
Shoving it into L.A., and then you kind of go, look down and go,
I am not the horse donkey man.
Pass. Maybe with the lights out.
Yeah, that's pretty intimidating.
But chicks don't like the big ones.
No, that's what I tell you.
It's painful.
That's what they say.
I know that's what they do.
Is that what they tell you?
Consistently. Yeah. I heard that many times.
Yeah. I'm also sick of the word cute.
Yeah. Please don't refer to it as cute.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's so cute. Like a penis, only smaller. What is it, John?
Hey, Russ.
Yes, John.
Hey, I got a question for Everett, but first off, you picked on him a minute ago about his cover songs. Don't pick on him about his cover songs. You need to get after Valerie. She was talking on the Mish this morning about you won't learn any more chords than the 5 you know for your ACDC.
Yeah.
But,
who's working overnight?
Really, I got a question for Everett.
Who's working overnight? That's right.
Back in September, I got stopped for a speeding ticket, okay? I mailed in my court costs, you know, set up deferred adjudication, 6 months, stay clean, all this
Let's stop this right now.
Ask him again.
I'm sorry.
There's something I want to clear up.
No. Ask him to say it again.
Say it again.
Well, you got a deferred what?
I paid the court costs. I said I wanted to do the deferred adjudication, take the driver's ed.
Yeah.
All right.
Sounds like a newscast.
3 months after I sent that in, they sent it back to me because court costs wasn't right because they had raised it, after September 1st, and I got the ticket after September 1st.
Even
so
after you got the deferred the adjudication?
No, the court costs went up 75 cents.
Oh, what about the deferred?
The deferred is you got to stay out of trouble for 6 months.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Well, I'll send them another check.
Hold on a second.
All right.
Hold on a second, John. You're on a roll, but I can put you on hold for a second. What is it, Dan?
You've got to call on the hotline.
Is it her again?
No.
If it's her, I don't want to talk to her.
No, it's not.
Who is it?
It's Russell Johnson.
Oh. Cool. Everett, do you even have any idea what this guy's talking about?
Yeah, I mean, the only thing that I'm not clear on is whether or not the court accepted his plea. But
of the deferred adjudication?
Yeah. There's no F in that word, by the way.
What?
Adjudication. There's no F anywhere.
Adjudication.
I got the deferred beautification.
No, you didn't.
They said if I stayed pretty for 3 months, I would all right, let me finish this and we'll grab the professor really quick. All right, John, what's the disposition? What's your question?
Did they accept your plea or not? Did they just send everything back and say...
They sent everything back wanting 75 cents more for court costs. I sent that in. 3 months after that, I get it back, saying, well, your insurance is out. Okay, well, every 6 months, my insurance expires.
What does this have to do with anything?
Okay, this thing's been going on for like 7 months. Now I got
I'm almost kind of interested, but I got the professor on hold.
Yeah.
I don't want to leave him whole anymore.
Which was the original
kind of divides your
ticket.
attention.
Yeah, it does.
6 months, I haven't been in any trouble.
Yeah.
Is there any way I can
Is
get
there
out of
anything
that
you can suggest to
$250 bond?
maybe where I can focus more on this guy?
Yeah. Hey, John?
Yeah.
How was that?
That was great. Thank you.
Nice move.
Yeah, okay. Professor?
Yeah, hi.
How are you?
I'm very well. Russell?
Yes, sir?
Yeah, listen, I can adjudicate this, whatchamacallit.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
You got no clue.
Oh, well, anyway. I thought I'd just say that.
That was very entertaining.
Anyway, how are you?
You're quite the L.A. guy.
Yeah.
I'm fine. How was the game yesterday?
Oh, yeah, we enjoyed it immensely. We had the first time at Safeco Field. Beautiful, beautiful stadium, and the M's won.
in the 8th inning, so it was a great afternoon. Connie and I enjoyed the ball game immensely.
So it was a baseball game?
It was a baseball game, yes. The Seattle Mariners.
Thank you.
Anyway.
The M's won. The who did?
M's.
M's? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Anyway.
Yes.
Did you, what do you think of this tape? Have you had a chance to listen to it?
Oh, no, I haven't even opened it yet. Hold on.
You haven't? Okay.
Hold on.
Oh, all right.
For some reason, Mr. Johnson loves this new band. He wanted us to hear it.
Oh, good. He's quite the connoisseur of good music.
Yeah, this guy...
The what?
Connoisseur.
The what? The what? Hold on, wait. Say it again, Janie. Nobody correct him. Mm-hmm. Say it, Janie.
No, I ain't saying it.
Say it. Don't make me roll the tape back.
Connoisseur?
That's only when you like eating. I didn't say. That's what it sounded like you said.
Yes, con.
And
I said connoisseur.
Well, first of all, you've embarrassed me in front of.
I never said the other word.
Now he's going to hang up, never be our friend again.
No, he's not.
Happy?
No. It's
connoisseur. It's got no T in it. No T. You deferred tard.
Yeah.
I just get called a tard by the professor.
Yeah.
God, I just flashed back to being 7.
Yeah. Listen to him.
Damn.
All right.
Anyway, this guy, Gray Matter, is an old friend of mine. I've known him since he was born. I know his mother and his father.
What kind of music is this?
Well, it's music. I'm not sure. Connie...
it's rock.
It's rock.
Oh, now we got them both on, Connie and Russell.
You bet.
Yeah, Connie, it's rock. Anyway, it's rock. And it's,
isn't it weird that they're both into stuff like Moby and Fish, and what else are you guys into?
Nora Jones.
Nora Jones, we adore.
And,
she's a Texas girl.
And Rachmaninoff.
And she's Ravi Shankar's daughter.
Who's that?
And she's a trip. She's a Texas Rose.
Yeah.
I love her.
It's a pianist.
Yes, and Bach and Beethoven and Handel and Haydn.
You guys aren't naked right now, are you?
Yeah, we are.
Russell.
No, we're rolling in the grass. Anyway.
Not smoking it, rolling in it.
There we go. Who said that?
That would be the Denver resident.
Yes. Anyway, yeah.
All right, let me cue this up here. Oh, by the way, I'd just like to announce that RussellJohnson.tv is now up and running.
Excellent.
Oh, how nice.
We have you to thank for that.
Well, you know what? I got tired of messing with you old people. It's because he's got the Russell-Johnson.com, and I went, screw it. We'll just register RussellJohnson.tv.
You're so dark.
Now
you called us Mr. and Mrs. Millennium. I like you.
Mr. and Mrs. Yeah. And he called us old.
He kind of sounds like Ronald Reagan now, you know?
You know.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure about this guy.
Doesn't he? Yeah.
Jeez. Well, anyway.
Call her mommy.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, okay. All right, here, I'm going to play some of the CD.
We just hope you like...
yeah, hold on. We'll play it. That's kind of cool.
Mm-hmm. It's all right.
I like this.
Good bumper music.
Yeah. Probably have a singer like Valerie come on and screw it up. Russell, does this have vocals in it?
It sure does.
All right, I'll wait.
Oh, Lord, I'm praying. Hear what I'm saying. Let's face each other eye to eye.
Yeah, that's great.
This cut is called I Don't Know.
Yeah, he wrote all of this. He produced it. He did the arrangements. He's got a great band.
I kind of like this.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah. Let's see what else is on there.
Yeah.
Who does that sound like, Everett?
It sounds kind of like Sammy Hagar.
I like this.
Yeah.
Hagar slowed down a little bit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what else is on here. Do you guys have a favorite cut that you actually...
Well, I have one. I don't know about Russell.
You bang your head to this one?
Tell him.
I like Tastes Like
Tastes Like Chicken is good,
It's the last one.
The last one, yeah.
Is that right, Russell? Tastes Like Chicken?
Tastes Like Chicken, yeah.
Little Connie Lingus.
Yeah,
God, you're really bad boy.
If you could hold on just a second, I have to... Everett, shut up.
Got me out of the barrel.
Is that Everett?
Yes, that's Everett the attorney. Ignore him. He's an idiot.
I think we'll make him our lawyer.
tastes like, tastes like, tastes like, tastes like, tastes like, tastes like, tastes like.
Party mix. I like this band.
Yeah, they sound good.
Glad you like it,
you still have the link on your website?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Anyway, I'm glad you have a little taste, Russell.
Just a little.
Also,
I'm glad you got a little recently. Taste, that is.
Oh. I was going to say, somebody been running their mouth.
Also, they have one that's about September 11th, which may be a little heavy for your show, but I can't tell you. It is so touching.
Which one is it? Silently Crying?
Mm-hmm. It is a trip. It is just an endearing.
I think they are naked.
Music.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Listen to Russell. Okay. Connie.
He sounds a lot racier with her around.
Yeah, he does. Right there, Connie.
Stop it.
Right on the coconut.
They're never going to call her again.
Yes, he will.
Anyway, you guys are very nice to play this.
Yes, we are. All right, if you want,
I do appreciate it.
If you want, you can
finish with us.
Yes, ma'am. Unless you guys had anything else you wanted to.
That's it, huh?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Well, and listen, Russ, we thank you so much.
You're more than welcome. I appreciate the visit.
You're a real gentleman, and I hope that you're going to celebrate this weekend where all the boys and girls who have given their lives for this country.
Oh, that's right. Mr. Johnson is a veteran of civil.
The Civil War and World War II.
World War II.
You were the Spanish-American War.
You were on that island. Actually, you were shot down over Normandy.
Zamboanga in the Philippines.
That was close. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, quite close. You're right. Yeah, you're so good at geography. I'll tell you that.
I know you got shot down. He also served with. No, you didn't serve with Audie Murphy, did you?
I didn't serve with Audie Murphy. I worked in the movies with Audie.
Yeah, that was close.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's like Normandy. As close as Normandy.
I taught him to act. Anyway.
Well,
all right. Well,
thank you
so much.
Absolutely.
We love you guys. Thank you.
Love you. Goodbye, Connie.
Bye, dear.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Bye,
okay, it's the professor from Gilligan's Island.
And that's on his website?
Connie. Connie Lingus? You ignorant bastard.
She liked it. She thought it was funny.
Oh, he's nasty. Let's make him our lawyer.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
Get him up here and lick. Perform some Connie Lingus. You don't get to be in the room when we have celebrities on anymore.
We had a great time when we met. God, there's some things you just wish could go out on the air.
Yeah.
But just can't.
I'll say it again, I'll believe it. Just having Everett in the studio when there's a celebrity on, he's just like a slinging monkey. You just never know who's going to get it.
Today, the professor's wife.
Actually, I do like this band.
Yeah,
I wasn't saying that just because they were on the phone.
No, a lot of people are calling in saying it sounds like ZZ Top.
Oh, I got to listen again now. You said that.
Sammy Hagar.
And that was the first thing that popped in my head when I started singing.
It sounds like Sammy Hagar singing for Whitesnake. That first cut, that's the first thing. The music is real Whitesnake-ish.
Yeah, I kind of heavy. Got that too.
Yeah.
You go to Russell's website. It's russell-johnson.com or russelljohnson.tv with no hyphen. That is kind of ZZ Top-ish, yeah.
He sounds like, was it Dusty Hill, lead singer?
I don't know. One of the guys from ZZ Top have problems in their beehole right now.
Billy Gibbons?
Yeah,
Billy.
some kind of cancer?
I think so.
Yeah, that is ZZ Top. Yeah. It's not bad considering it. Well, yeah, he did produce it himself.
Oh, sounds great. Good production value.
How much are they, do you know?
I don't know. You go to the professor's website, russelljohnson.tv, click on Professor's Picks, and I think he's got a link on there. All right. Cunnilingus.
She got a kick out of it. Wants me to be her lawyer now.
70-year-old woman, you're talking about her snatch.
She found it thrilling.
The CD is $15, postage included.
Oh, that's not bad.
No.
All right. All right, we'll take a break, and we'll come back and stop.
Tether off, we gonna tether off the mother sucker. Tether off, sucker.
How we want the rock. Give up the rock. How we need the rock. We gotta have the rock.
More of the Russ Martin Show coming right up.
Call Russ now at 214-787-1053.
All right, 452, J.D. Ryan is here. Everett Newton, the rock and roll attorney, producer Dan Lewis. Associate producer Eddie Boyd, Jonathan Dodge is in the thing. You ready to go with news?
Yes.
All right. J.D. Ryan's on the new 105.3 FM Talk with news.
Thank you, Russ. News brought to us by Smirnoff Ice and by AT&T Wireless. Ford Motor Company's credit arm has now warned 13,000 people that their credit report, full information that could be used for identity theft or fraud was illegally downloaded. Ford sent this letter to about 13,000 people, warning them that social security numbers, bank and credit card account information, and other data may have been copied. The scheme was uncovered after the company found that hackers were using software to download this information off their site.
So that's bad if you're a connoisseur of Ford.
If you're a connoisseur of that, it certainly is.
Yes.
Absolutely. Or if you got the adjudication thing going. A jury has rejected claims that Bob Vila repeatedly kicked a woman's seat during a flight more than 4 years ago.
Russ, I'm sorry to interrupt.
Excuse us, J.D.
Sure, no problem.
Dan has something very important. What?
Actually, it's a call for J.D.
Oh. J.D. telephone.
I'm busy. The woman, Carol Berger, said possibly drunk, Avila kicked her seat while she tried to sleep.
It's your son.
She wanted $250,000. Tell him I'm busy. I'll call him later.
Yeah, he said it's an emergency.
Whatever.
You want to talk to him or not?
I can call him when we get off the air. Is the house on fire?
Chris, is the house on fire?
It's just about as bad as that. Well, Greg came back into town from San Antonio. He was back in town for college for the summer.
But he has.
All right.
And he called me, wanted to go out and do something, so I figured why not. I just graduated today, so we'll go out and celebrate. We decided to go out to the lake. We went out to Joe Pool Lake. Mm-hmm. And he called some girls. We went out there.
Did he actually
get to the fire? Yeah.
And, well, we went out there, we bought some stuff, and we had a nice chest, and so we pulled the Explorer up.
You owe him a graduation gift, by the way.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
And
did I say what?
Mm-mm.
Well, I gave Greg the keys to go move the Explorer closer so we didn't have to drag everything that far.
You let Greg get in the car?
Yeah. Okay. Well,
is Greg not supposed to get in the car?
No. Greg's not responsible.
Didn't put the car into park, and it was in neutral.
Okay.
The front half of the car is underwater now, and there's not a towing company anywhere that will come unless I have to have a credit card, and mine's maxed out.
You don't have one.
Yeah, I do. But it's going to cost between, I've already called.
The car's in Joe Pool Lake.
$125 to $150.
Did I see this in a movie once?
just the front of it.
Get in it, put it in drive, and drive it the rest of the way in. We have insurance.
Seriously, will you give me a credit card number?
Yeah. Free.
Seriously,
Expiration August.
Are you not going to help your son?
No.
Why not?
I'm not giving my credit card number to him for anything.
He's stuck. His truck is in the lake.
And? How's that my problem? I'm at work.
You're his father.
I'll get it when I get off at work.
Well, in 2 hours, it may not be retrievable.
Where's Greg's dad?
What happens when the time
Greg did it? Greg did it. Have Greg's dad fish it out.
We can't reach Greg's dad.
Well, you can't reach me either. I'm at work. Is the car on fire? Is anybody getting hurt? Is anybody bleeding? I can't handle it till 7, can I?
At 7, it may not be able to be retrievable.
Well, they can get cars out of lakes. They do it all the time.
Is the front of the, how much of the front of the, did you say the front or the back?
Just enough to where the engine's stalled.
Well, you're screwed.
There's nothing inside the car. Although by 7, I can't guarantee that.
When the tide comes in.
Yeah.
The tide doesn't come into the lake.
Joe Pool Lake.
It don't? No.
It pretty much stays the same.
You sure?
What part of the lake were you? Where were you?
I'm over by Jet Ski Beach. We're not at Jet Ski Beach.
So you paid money to get in the park there?
Greg did, yeah.
Oh, Greg did.
And all I have is
there's nothing we can do.
You want us to take a break?
No, there's nothing I can do. What am I going to do? I'm not giving him my credit card number unless the towing company wants to call and volunteer. I'll get it when I get off. His car's not going to...
You just want me to leave it there?
Yes. No one's going to steal it, are they?
How's he going to get home?
I don't care. I didn't get him out there. Walk.
You're the rottenest father I ever met.
There you go.
Russ, I want you to give me your credit card number for graduation.
Give me a tow for graduation.
There you go.
Did I promise him any amount of money for...
it was about...
You promised me a big graduation.
Didn't I just say a gift?
Yeah, your gift. I think it was a new car.
Yeah. Well, I've been trying that for months now. That's not going to happen.
I tell you what, what phone are you on?
I'm on Greg's cell phone.
Oh. All right. I'm going to put you on hold. Get the phone number give it the phone number to Dan. I'll call you back, and I'll help you out.
All right.
Your Uncle Russ will help you.
Thank you, Russ.
Because I love you.
I love you, too.
All right.
A bank robbery suspect, his getaway driver, took off without him.
The coldest dad on the planet.
One big mistake. Eric Davis of Detroit allegedly jumped into the backseat of an unmarked police car in Toledo on Tuesday. Ordered the officer to start driving.
You just going to let the truck sit there in the lake.
Hey, what's it going to do? What can I do with it? Well, it's already in the water. It won't start. He can't get a tow truck. I'll handle it when I get up at 7. That's how I'll spend my Friday night. So the guy jumped in an unmarked police car anyway.
God, you seem so nice up here, too.
What am I going to do?
Nothing.
All right, you want to let me off? I'll leave right now. I'll go handle it.
Okay.
I'll pack my stuff up, if that's what you want me to do.
I'm not being pissy. I'm just wondering, do you want to help your kid?
Nothing's going to change between now and 7 o'clock.
That's why I just can't sit there in the water all day.
Credit number. Sit there. I'm not giving a credit card number to my son. Are you nuts?
He's your son.
Yes.
You can't trust him?
No. That's why there's a lock in my room, because I can't trust him.
All I have to say right now is how very sad I am for you.
Why?
Because.
Good.
I'm starting to see why he has so many issues.
A young cowboy from Colorado stopped into a Billings club in Billings, Montana on Sunday, ordered $11 worth of drinks, got a little friendly with a 21-year-old waitress named Tara.
You're just living in a twilight world of ignorance and stupidity.
So when it was time to go, the cowboy then tried to be the big guy. He left a $2,000 tip.
Yeah, but it's good.
On an $11 tab.
You want to take a break so you can talk to him?
No. Tara then tried talking him out of it for an hour, but the cowboy insisted on a hefty tip. The bar owner, Kevin, even called back later and said, "You sure you want to leave this money?" He said yes.
For $2,000.
He called the next day and went, "I was drunk. Can I have my money back?" And they said no. I guess that's all we need to do. Oh, and finally, magician David Blaine jumped 100 feet off a tower and crashed into a pile of cardboard boxes in New York City the other day for a TV stunt. Bad news is Joe Piscopo was sleeping underneath them at the time. There's news and information.
We're not laughing at your stupid jokes because you're a rotten father.
Well, actually, a very good father. Thank you. Listen, Dwayne Cash.
All I know is if I called my daddy.
Yes, your dad would tell you to jump up his butt with both feet. Daddy, my car's in the lake. Click. All right. What's going to change between now and 7 o'clock?
Absolutely nothing. You're right.
Okay. Listen to Win Cash at the KYNG Buddy Contest at 4 o'clock, and again at 6 o'clock. We'll call out a name. Go to KYNG.com. Click on Win Cash for details.
Hold on. Yes, Chris?
Dad, will you please help?
Yeah, I'll be there right there. I'm on the way.
No, I'm serious.
I'm on the way. Russ told me to leave. I'm on the way. Russ told me to leave. I'm on the way.
I didn't tell you to leave. I said you could leave. It's a family emergency.
Then I'll leave.
I don't know if the cars, if at 7 o'clock, there might be water inside the cabin portion of the car.
That's fine. Then we'll handle it. The car's ruined anyway.
No, it's not ruined yet.
Yes, it is. If it's the engine portion, if it's in the lake, then it's ruined.
If you give him the credit card number,
I'm not giving him the credit card number.
Why won't you give me the credit card number?
During this break, I will call a tow truck company, and I will give them my credit card number. Where are you? Lynn Creek Marina?
Yeah, yes, I'm sitting.
It'll be the only Explorer in the lake. I'm sure they can find it. So I will call a tow truck company during this break.
Fine, I'll go sit over at the Oasis.
That'll be a great place for you to sit.
Dan has Greg's phone number.
That'll be nice.
Hey, Chris?
Yes.
Tell him.
Tell him what?
Tell him.
What?
Tell him.
Tell him what?
Tell him.
What am I telling him? He's a horrible father?
All right, we'll tell him.
It's a host job. Dan put him up to it. Nice job, Chris.
Very good.
And I didn't think you could act. Look at that.
Thank you.
Oh, he had all the bases covered.
Yeah, he did.
And where he was going to, because the Oasis is out there at Joe Pool, isn't it?
I even called a tow truck to get a price quote.
Oh, you did?
Oh, yeah, they thought I was an idiot. My Explorer's in the lake. I need to have it towed out.
How much did they tell you?
One lady said between 125 and 150, but they can't be sure until they get out there. It depends on how deep it is.
That'd be cheap, yeah.
They said it could be as much as 300.
Nice job.
Plus, the car would have been a wash anyway.
And you weren't going to help your kid?
No. I was going to call the tow truck company.
All right, thanks, Chris.
Thanks, Russ.
What was that for?
Well, now we know where things stand.
That's exactly right. What would your dad have done?
We did it just to kill time.
Oh, that was a good time killer.
Not really.
My dad had just driven out there, beat my ass, and driven away.
You know,
pushed the truck into the lake with my dead body.
Yeah. 17-year-old, nothing shocks me anymore. Nothing surprises me. He called all his hair off. Nothing.
He did?
Yeah. You saw him.
Oh.
You looked in the studio
That's right.
sometime with who's the freak?
Who's the bald-headed fat guy?
Yeah.
I called him Fester for like 20 minutes before JD goes, that's my kid. Oh.
He's growing it back, though. I was like, damn now.
Are you done here?
Yes, we're done. News and information. I'm JD Ryan on the Talk That Rocks Texas, the new 105.3 FM Talk.
More of the Russ Martin Show coming right up.
All right, 510, JD Ryan is here. Everett Newton, the rock and roll attorney, producer Dan Lewis, Eddie Boyd, Jonathan Dodge is in the thing. Go ahead, Jennifer, you're on the air.
I'm calling to defend JD for not giving his credit card number to his son.
Yeah, I think JD was on to us.
Huh?
I think he was on to us.
You think so? Well, I have a son that's 17 that I would never give my credit card to.
I'm sorry. I thought I said JD was on to us.
I know, but whether he was or he wasn't, I'm just calling to defend his actions.
But if he was on to us, that's why I wouldn't give the credit card number.
Well, I understand, but even
so why are you continuing with your story?
Well, I guess I'm not.
Thank you. Were you on to us?
His friend Greg has not been in town for a year and a half. He didn't like him when he was here. He wouldn't have gone to the lake with Greg without telling me.
Well, why did the dope pick Greg then?
I don't know.
You didn't believe any of it?
Mm-mm. Not from the time I went to the lake with Greg.
Had he picked somebody else, would you believe it?
No, because they wouldn't go somewhere they cost to get in. They're broke.
I thought he had a pretty good story.
Overall, it was a pretty good story. Yeah. But either way, I wouldn't give him my credit card. I'd call the tow truck company and give him myself. I'd handle it myself.
Somebody tip you off?
Mm-mm. It's just not plausible.
This is coming from a man that says connoisseur.
Mm-hmm. And plausible.
You got plausible right.
No, thank you. I'm batting 500.
Okay.
Plus, it didn't sound like he was on a cell phone either.
Now, when he said that, we were screwed. Oh, we just did news, didn't we?
Yes.
Now we got to do traffic. Go ahead, you're on the air.
Hey, how many tow truck drivers do you think you got to head that direction thinking they were going to pull him out?
Yeah, they're probably bought. Yeah, probably guys are already headed out that way.
That's a Joe Pool. That's a convention of tow trucks.
That's a little pricey to go out there and pull a truck out of the water. Isn't it $150?
No, it depends. If it's in the lake, no.
Well, it didn't sound the way you described it. It wasn't all the way in the lake.
Those guys all have a minimum, which is like $60, $70 to go around the block.
Just show up. I had one show up one time, and then the car started, and he still charged me $60.
So you got to pay him something just to come out there.
Showed up, yeah.
But when I ran out of gas in the Mach 5, I got screwed royally. I wish I could remember the name of the tow truck company, but it's been so long.
Yeah, what was
Towed
that?
me a mile, $95.
That's right.
And he was driving through the intersection. So it's not like they drove to me and then took me someplace. The cop flagged him and went, da-da-da. And the guy goes, yeah. I thought at first it was a joke. $95 to go less than 5,000 feet.
He had you. Yeah. And you saw the car. And went, this guy's got cash.
Yeah, what's your other option?
Yeah, you're right. Had I known it was $95, I just pushed it. I don't care how embarrassing it would have been. I'd have pushed it home. All right, 5:13, check on traffic. Jonathan Dodge at the controls of the new 105.3 FM Talks White Lightning.
Live, thank you, Russell. This report brought to you by Ewing Buick Pontiac GMC, celebrating the grand opening of their new Garland location on LBJ Freeway in Jupiter. Come into this new location or their Plano Parkway location today and get a gift certificate to Al Phoenix for just taking a test drive. Also brought to you by SBC Southwestern Mail DSL Internet Service. For availability in your area, call 1-888-2DSL-888 or visit SBC.com. SBC Southwestern Mail in Dallas, southbound 121, just before I-35. Stevens left lanes, blocks and delays. Back to Marchant Boulevard, half a mile down to a broken-down motorhome. There's an accident eastbound 183 and spur 482. That is off to the left and right shoulders. That's just causing an onlooker delay. In Fort Worth, north and southbound, I-35 North Freeway at 170 Alliance Gateway. Only the right lane is open due to heavy road work. That's causing very heavy delays in both directions. This report brought to you by Blockbuster. The hottest new movies are guaranteed to be a blockbuster like Ocean's 11, starring George Clooney. Pick it up tonight on video or DVD. Details of participating stars. That's traffic. I'm Jonathan Dodge in the new 105.3 FM. White Lightning.
All right, thank you, Jonathan. Here we go. Mostly cloudy tonight. Should be about 64 for the overnight low. Scattered storms throughout the day tomorrow. That's not part of your Memorial Day weekend. Sunday should clear out a little bit. Then mostly cloudy on Memorial Day. 88 will be the high. We're at 82 now at the Talk That Rocks Texas, the new 105.3 FM Talk.
All right. Go ahead. You're on the air.
Oh, hey, Russ. I'm here with my buddy. We're headed down to Guadalupe.
Yes.
Everyone in that company that drove your Mach 5 out here, you know, in Mesquite and stuff, they all drove your car before you ever got to.
They did?
Yeah.
How do you know that?
Because the guy that's driving me here is works for the company.
Well, that's a little difficult because the day that it was delivered was the day that it was wrecked. Now what?
Oh, I just wanted to tell you that. Also, one more
What did I just tell you? The day that it was delivered was the day that it was wrecked, so they couldn't have driven it.
Oh, okay.
Now
what? One more thing.
No. Now what?
Okay. My bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what was the reason? What was the reason to call and tell me that somebody was driving the car?
Oh, he just he never listens to you, and he told me that his company drove your car.
Mm. Yeah, they drove it into the back of another car,
Cobra.
So yeah, technically he's right. They backed it into a Cobra.
Into a culvert? Is that what happened?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, one more thing, Russ, about L.A.
Mm-hmm.
Do the math. She left...
I don't have to do any math.
Cool. Okay,
Idiot.
Russ.
Radio down. Radio down.
Russ.
Good boy.
Hey, what is one of the movies that L.A. Lamont is in?
You know, I guess I should look. One of them is like... I don't know. Email me later and I'll email it to you.
All right,
everybody wants to see the Donkey Kong man.
Yeah. Oh, no. Hey, have you got your CB radios in yet?
You know, as a matter of fact, we don't. Maury was supposed to order those like 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Yep.
Oh.
All right, thanks.
All right, bye.
Excuse me one moment.
Oh, okay. Thought about that the other day. Just forgot to ask you.
I was driving back from meeting with my architect. It was a long way back home, and I could have used it.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
Yeah. Especially because you got to beef up the wattage so we can get
the linear.
Linear.
Thank you for calling Dalworth. This is Tom.
Hi, Tom. It's Russ. Is Maury around?
Yeah. Hang on just a sec, buddy.
All right.
Located on Preston Road, just north of 630.
Screw you. Ain't got no free spot.
Even when he's not on the line.
Yeah. You want one too, Everett? Because he's pissed me off now.
Oh, yeah.
We don't get him this weekend. What else does he sell out there? We'll dick him around again. He's not going to pick up the phone. He's scared.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Hello?
Maury.
Yes.
Where's my CBs?
Who's this?
Russ. Where's my CBs?
You what?
I'm going to sell video systems again. Where's my CBs?
What time we going on?
This is not your spot. Where's my radios?
When does the spot start?
What radios you talking about?
The CBs you're supposed to
You
get
told
for.
me you were going to buy them somewhere else.
I said if you couldn't get them.
I can get anything you want.
I don't recall having one.
What you talking about? CBs. You ain't going to work Monday? How am I going to get my ad if you ain't going to work Monday?
Nice.
This is not your ad right now. I want to know where the radios are.
Is we on the air?
Yes.
Good, I like it. Let me see here, what can I say since we're off on the air? Like if people...
I'll just go buy them
We
someplace.
ain't getting our radios.
No.
What is it, Donnie? God, it's only 5:18.
Hey,
What?
I sent you an email and about a little girl in San Marcos who needs an operation, and you sent back an email saying that you're not going to help at all. I mean, what's your foundation for?
I sent back an email that said, thanks, but we can't help.
Why not? I mean, this little girl, did you even look at the link?
I looked at it. She's got some kind of cancer that's going to take $2 million in bills. And the family's going to have to pay like 20%.
We didn't ask for $2 million. We were just asking for a little help.
You know what? I get emails like that. It would make you...
So you would rather not help this girl and her just not have her surgery?
Why don't we just help everybody and I just deplete the fund altogether? I get crap like this all the time. Did I respond to say thanks, but we can't help?
Oh, yeah, you did do that. I mean, what's the fund for?
Well, first of all, the fund is for things going on in Dallas-Fort Worth. Marcus or San Marcos or wherever the hell that is. I guess it's Central Texas. Mm-hmm. That's out of our jurisdiction.
Oh, I didn't know charity had a jurisdiction.
Mine does. And I can't reach
how
beyond...
come you didn't state that on your charity?
I believe it says on the page for disasters in North Texas. San Marcos is not North Texas. Now what?
Well, I mean, I think you need to have a little bit of heart.
I do have a heart, but if I gave money to every single person... Hold on a second. Dan?
Yes, sir?
Do you still have the file with all the people that ask for stuff?
Oh, good Lord, yes.
We gave money to everybody that asked for cash. We'd be out of money by now. How much money you give to my foundation?
Well, nothing.
Always.
Here it goes. You get them every day. Request.
Oh, it's gotten to a point to where I just forward them to Dan. I went print, file. So he just puts them in a folder and prints them. And it's anything and everything. And they want...
Here's the most recent one.
Thank you. See this?
Oh, my God.
You're kidding.
Some of it's stuff that you kind of look at and go, well, you know, maybe. And other stuff is just absolutely absurd. Go ahead, you're on the air.
Hello?
Plus, you don't even know if that thing, the email they sent me, that could have been one of those urban legend thingies.
Fake ones.
Yeah. Go ahead, you're on the air.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead, you're on the air.
Yeah, hey, I was just calling to let you know we were out here at the lake. We're at the Grand Prix Lake Patrol. We were out here trying to find JD's son.
You haven't found him yet?
Well, we were driving up and down the road looking for him. He wasn't there.
Is this the actual Grand Prix police?
Yeah, this is the Grand Prix Lake Patrol.
Oh, Jesus. Because the cops...
He said he was at the jet ski area. We were driving up and down.
JD telephone.
No, it's not mine.
Yeah.
Don't just turn that mic back on. That was
wasting our time.
I'm just terribly sorry. That was a hoax perpetrated by my coworkers. And
well, we were trying to help.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. You guys did, yeah, you do a great job out there. They really do. They control that lake really well.
He was laughing.
Yeah,
he quit sucking up. He's not going to.
Yeah, he's gone.
They do a great job. Grand Prairie cops. That would be such a cool job all summer because they just cruise boat.
Why
to
don't
boat.
you blow him while you're at it?
I'm not. That would be a cool job. I look at those guys and go, "What a cool gig! You cruise the lake all day." Just go boat to boat.
Yeah, but they still got to arrest people and things.
Yeah, drunks. That's the cool part. Drunks.
And deal with drunks in
Drag them behind the boat.
Yeah. Go ahead, you're on the air.
Hello?
Yes?
Hey, it's Bruce.
Hi, Bruce.
Hey, Sex, Blondes, and Videotape.
What are you talking about?
LA's movies.
LA's movies.
Oh, Did you say specs?
Sex.
Oh, sex.
Sex, Blondes, and Videotape.
Hold on a second. Eddie, load up the higher and higher music. All right, go ahead.
Sex, Blondes, and Videotape, and Blonde-O-Rama.
Blondorama. Isn't there a Tiki movie in there someplace?
Yeah, Tiki Girl, something Tiki Girls, something.
Confessions of a Tiki Girl.
Exactly.
I think that's what it is.
Mondo Crank?
Confessions of a Tiki Girl. Tiki Girl.
Tiki Girl. All right. Thanks, Bruce. Bruce from Amazing Superstore. I don't know. I don't think that's the one with the Mondo Crank. Okay. Every time I watch that movie, it gets bigger. I watch it and try and convince myself it's not as big as it really looks like it is.
They probably magnified it in post.
No, it's actually... and it looks bigger because she's yanking on the damn thing, stretching it out.
That's probably why it looks big. She's yanking on it.
No, because she let go and it's still big.
No. That's special effects. Have you ever seen Star Wars?
That movie magic, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to take all these requests for foundation money, and we're just going to do a little blanket thing right here.
Okay. Because that is quite a file.
Kick it, Eddie. You guys ready? Good Lord. I didn't come here to preach today, but I just want to tell you about Jesus. Amen. Oh, dear Lord, I got a bunch of prayer requests. I need to run these things past you. Oh, there are people in dire need of the infinite goodness and the infinite kindness that pours from the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. Amen. Because Jesus, I say, Jesus loves us. Catholic priests like our little boys, but Jesus loves us. Let me take a look at some of these prayer requests, dear Lord. Oh, dear Lord, there's a man suffering in South Garland. I said, suffering in South Garland because the automatic transmission on his 1994 Ford Tempo with 85,000 miles has gone bad. Please heal this man's automobile, dear Lord. Amen. There is a woman suffering. I say, suffering horribly. She supports 2 children and wants to improve her life by attending the Ogle School of Hair Design. She promises to pay me back if she gets that money. Can I get an amen? Amen. Praise the Lord. Dear Lord, there's a family. I say, there's a family in Southlake that has reached a crossroads in their lives. Oh, help them. They need our help. They need our guidance. Oh, please help. They have enough money to get their child a bicycle. Oh, yeah. Good. They have $170. But the BMX Hero TR 2.3 is $249. Dear Lord in heaven. It's the next step in jumping performance, featuring 3-piece chromo crank, full chromo frame and fork, small block resin pedals, oversized axles, and a new landing seat pad. Please reward this family with a $79 to help them through this trying time. Amen. Amen, baby. Let's see what else is in here. Dear Lord, here's another one. A troubled man in Arlington wants to lift himself up from his current job at Pet Boys Automotive Supercenter and attend the Cowtown Driver Education School in Fort Worth. Yes, if you need the address to send the money, dear God, it's 1634 South Cherry Lane in Fort Worth. Amen. Help the man. Help the man. Hold on a second. I'm not making these up.
I know.
Eddie, reset that for me, will you?
And there's more coming every day.
How do you do it?
It's not a matter of doing it. It's everybody thinks that this fund is just endless.
You want that other kid a bike?
Yeah, you got the kid a bike. Well, first of all, the kid's paralyzed.
I know.
Break your kid's legs and then call us. Where'd I leave off? Yeah, okay. And finally, dear Lord, there is a man who needs a very expensive version of therapy. Oh, no. Due to a tremendously graphic incident that happened to him as a child. He cannot make himself drink from a water fountain. Oh, no. The instant that the water shoots out of the hole.
Yeah, Lord.
The instant the water shoots out of the hole. Oh, no. he gets the vivid image of the Pope.
Oh, no!
Of the Pope standing over him, smiling.
Somebody send in some mouthwash.
Take that one out.
Maybe, yeah. I asked you for these things, dear Lord.
Yes.
And you know what? What's a Memorial Day weekend? Well, I got you on the blower. Please watch over us this weekend as we honor the men and the women who died for our country. Amen? Watch over us as the camel humpers try and terrorize us in our homes. Let them threaten to blow up our monuments. They can blow up the Statue of Liberty, but you can't blow up freedom. Amen? Yeah. You want to blow up something? Why don't you stick your head between your camel's legs and get you some good old-fashioned camel? Keep us safe, dear Lord, because we are the righteous, we are the benevolent, we are the United States of America. Amen.
The Russ Martin Show coming right up.
What are we doing, Eddie?
Television Jeopardy.
Oh, all right. Dan, do we have anything to give away?
Yes, we do.
All right. Let me do this with Johnny. Go ahead and line up 4 people and then blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
All right. Yes, Johnny?
Hi, Russ.
Johnny England, Executive Director for the No-Kill Animal Shelter Operation Kindness. How are you?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
Fine.
Good. You got big plans for the weekend?
Not a one.
Oh, gosh.
Any walkers at the shelter?
Come on down. Actually, well, you know, for volunteers, this is not an invitation to the general public, but if you want to come down on Monday, Memorial Day while we're closed, we're a little short-handed in the afternoon, I think.
So you do need walkers.
Right.
That would be a yes.
Yeah, she can't do that. She can't.
Well, but
yes, Russ, you can come walk dogs Monday afternoon.
Well, I didn't know if you were going to make it like a call for just your listeners to come and help walk dogs.
Listeners can't, but you, Russ, can walk dogs Monday afternoon.
Trained official volunteers.
Yeah, I'm trained.
I know.
Yeah.
Russ.
Yes.
Sit.
She's like we had a cop on yesterday talking about the fireman in Allen that shot his wife.
Oh, yeah.
I asked him a really simple question. Now, granted, he was tired and he'd been up for like 48 hours, but you know how cops feel like they have to always speak in cop-ese.
Oh, sure.
And they can't just break out of it. So I said, how did you guys, the guy that you turned loose, how did you know he didn't actually commit the murder? Right. Well, through a procedure of ascertainment of records through a cellular company and ISP and through triangulation, we found that his cellular phone was being utilized in an area that wasn't in our proximity. So you got his cell phone records and he wasn't in town. Yeah. I finally told him, I went, look, talk normal, you'll feel better, and we ain't got to suffer through all of this. That's what Johnny reminds me.
Yes,
all right.
See that.
All right, what do we have this week at the shelter?
Now you've hurt my feelings.
Shut up, you're used to it.
It's not like we're talking about her mom's cans.
Everett, first it's Connie Lingus, now it's back to her mom's cans.
Everett can't help himself.
Everett said that today.
Thanks, Everett.
Well, just pointing out something we weren't talking about, and so you shouldn't really be that twisted off.
Okay, we've got 2 beautiful chocolate labs. They didn't come in together, but they just came in recently. Maggie is kind of a milk chocolate color.
Do what, Dan?
She's about 2 years old.
Melts in your mouth?
She's a big girl.
That's
She's
gross.
about 96 pounds. Harpo is a dark chocolate lab. He's about 61 pounds.
Yo, man, woof.
Maggie's owners were moving, and
I said woof. Damn it. Sorry.
Maggie's owners were moving, and, that story either didn't want her or thought they couldn't take her. Harpo was found as a stray.
Somebody stole my shoe toy. I bet the chocolate lab stole it. Go ahead.
Both are very friendly dogs, very
chocolate
social.
Lab with a gold tooth.
Good with other dogs.
Oh, no.
Whatever.
Your canine profiling.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Johnny. We're listening.
Uh-huh.
You have any kitty cats?
We do. We have a beautiful 5-year-old silver Persian, beautiful long-haired cat named Maddie. She's declawed. Again, her owners were moving, but she's just a beautiful cat. Plus, we have about 3 dozen kittens, so great selection of animals.
Yeah, 3 dozen cats?
3 dozen kittens.
Yeah.
We have about...
You didn't have them yourself, right?
8 dozen cats, so...
Nobody say it. I really do love you in the shelter. You know that, right?
The shelter, yes. I don't know.
Okay. All right. The website is operationkindness.org. The phone number is 972-418-PAUSE.
I just had one other comment about that idiot guy who was giving you a hard time about your foundation, and I can't remember what he said. You know, don't you care or have a heart or something? And it's like, geez, yes. Have him call me. I'll set him straight.
Are you in a bad mood?
No, I was just annoyed at that guy who was being such a jerk to you.
Everybody,
your foundation.
Everybody thinks they got a good cause. Everybody thinks as soon as they send something to me, I got to immediately act on it, and I can't. We wouldn't have a stinking penny left in the foundation.
Of course not. And he was just being stupid, and I just wanted to set him straight that you do so much good.
That's very kind of you.
Well, it's somebody that's pissed because you're not sending them money.
Right.
That's absurd.
Or not sending him money, sending somebody that he wants to have money, and he hasn't even put any money in the foundation.
Yeah. And it's, 200, 300 miles from here, and...
right.
So it's just, I'm sure it's a very worthy cause, but
right. Okay.
He shouldn't be getting on you.
I have to go.
Okay. That's
all right. Love you.
You too. Thank you.
Bye. All right. We ready to go? Still loaded?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Where's he open? I killed all that time with Johnny and it's not ready? Oh, it was fabulous radio. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll use that one.
Welcome to Idiot Savant Jeopardy. And now here's the host of Idiot Savant Jeopardy, Russ Martin.
All right. What are we playing for today, Daniel?
Well, we have a Russ Martin Show ticket prize pack. We have one pair of tickets to go see WWE Raw at the American Airlines Center on June 3rd, and even more importantly, a pair of tickets to the 105.3's second anniversary party, June 22nd at the Texas Motorplex. Tickets will be $10 at the door. Listen to 105.3 for more details and ticket giveaways.
All right, you have 4 people lined up on the phone that we're playing for?
Yes, I do.
All right, I don't feel like talking to them. All right, you ready to go, Eddie?
Yes, I am.
And the category is what?
Just TV shows.
All right, everybody test their buzzers, Dan. JD? E? All right, we're set to go.
Okay.
Go ahead, Eddie. First one.
Okay. A group of alcoholics that spent most of their days trying to stitch soldiers back together.
What is MASH?
Correct. A millionaire who lived alone in a mansion with an unrelated teenage boy.
What is Batman?
Correct. And they both love to play dress up.
Now that sounds kind of gay.
He left a dysfunctional family to move into the California governor's mansion as the butler.
Who is Benson?
Correct. Just like all wannabe singers, she worked as a waitress. Unfortunately, she was obviously in her 40s and in Arizona.
Who is Alice?
Correct. Unemployed former moonshiners spend their days driving a gas-guzzling car and running from the law.
What is Dukes of Hazzard?
Correct.
What'd you do, just go through the TV Land lineup?
It'll be okay, Dan.
Jump in there anytime, Dan.
Yeah, feel free to ring in.
As if being a stuntman wasn't exciting enough, he was also a bounty hunter. Russ?
Call my name.
Russ.
Thank you. What is the fall guy?
Correct. A bunch of misfit fat chicks attend a private school that is run by a former maid.
What is the facts of life?
Correct. Out of work doctor roams the country working odd jobs and trying not to get mad.
No. I knew the answer.
Dan.
What is the Incredible Hulk?
Correct. 2 supposed 30-year-old virgins living in a basement and working at a beer factory. Oh, JD.
What is Laverne and Shirley?
Correct. When he wasn't scheming ways to make easy money, this lawman was chasing a chimp that rode an 18-wheeler.
Who is Clint Eastwood?
Correct. JD.
Was that correct?
No.
Oh, who is BJ and the Bear?
Incorrect. Russ.
What is the Misadventures of Sheriff Lobo?
Correct.
Yes.
He wrote how-to books and ran a bed and breakfast totally surrounded by retards. Russ?
What is Newhart?
Correct. Single mom has a perverted handyman help her raise 2 teenage daughters.
Oh, what is One Day at a Time?
Correct.
I wouldn't have gotten that one.
4 single men living on a ranch and being waited on hand and foot by a Chinese.
What is Bonanza?
Correct.
You know, when you take them down to their basest description,
it's very homosexual.
Thinking that his daughter isn't getting...
And the guy's name was Hop Singh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Thinking that his daughter isn't getting enough of the outside world, this millionaire moves a couple of black kids into his house.
What is Different Strokes?
Correct. As if New Yorkers aren't weird enough, they moved to the country and hung out with a rolling pawn shop and pigs. Russ?
I don't know.
Oh.
What is Green Acres?
Correct.
I couldn't push it fast enough.
Obviously not.
A detective show set in paradise where everything is on the move but the main character's hair. Russ?
What is Magnum P.I.?
Incorrect. JD. Or Dan, I'm sorry.
What is Fantasy Island?
Incorrect.
No, I've lost it.
What is Miami Vice?
Incorrect.
JD?
No.
Everything's on the move but the main character's hair.
That's why I thought it was Magnum P.I.
I got it now. It's Hawaii 5-0.
Correct.
Nah, it's too late.
Too late now.
Yeah.
Large group of men living in close quarters and loving to play in the dirt. And they had Nazis to play with.
What is Hogan's Heroes?
Correct. You can't even build a decent house for the money they used to fix an astronaut that came apart. JD.
What is the $6 Million Man?
Correct. Hot chicks and a pretend gay guy have adventures in the Regal Beagle.
What is Three's Company?
Correct. When not fighting with Indians, he was able to climb trees quickly if a bear was around.
Dang it.
Oh, what is Daniel Boone?
It's a little box locked up. We're all hitting the buttons at the same time.
We're all singing the song in our head. Damn, that was a big bear.
It's no wonder we got our ass kicked in Vietnam with Marines like this guy. Russ.
What is Gomer Pyle, USMC?
Correct.
What's the score, JD?
You and E are tied up with 7. I have 2. Dan has 0.
I thought Dan got the Incredible Hulk.
Then I screwed up and got one wrong.
All right, good.
It was just too fast.
Unrealistic show about a chick that's always in trouble and her Cuban husband never beats her.
What is I Love Lucy or the Lucy Desi Comedy Hour?
I have I Love Lucy.
Either would be correct.
Oops, wrong button. Sorry, Everett, no commentary intended.
Well, I wanted to be sure I covered all the bases.
Yeah, all right, whatever.
Even though they only made 10 episodes.
I got it. We got it.
White trash family falls into money and move into a really nice neighborhood. Russ.
What is Beverly Hillbillies?
Correct. I would also accept Jerry Jones. He might have been a rich black guy, but he still had to do white people's laundry.
What is the Jeffersons?
Correct. Had he not spent all of his time putting transmission into his car because of his driving abilities, he might have been able to move out of his mobile home. Russ.
Oh, you. It's a Rockford Files.
Correct. Bus driver that always threatened to beat his wife and neighbors.
What is the Honeymooners?
Correct. Simple-minded, slow-talking lawman that hangs out with a total screw-up and doesn't carry a gun. Everett.
What is the Andy Griffith Show?
Correct. The last one.
Is it really?
Yeah.
It's tied up between Everett and Russ, 10 and 10.
Crazy family living in a mansion with a weird niece. Everett.
Correct.
I said,
reset it. Nobody can hear you. Your mic goes.
Where's the monsters? Monsters.
Russ.
What are the monsters?
Correct.
Thank you. All right, who was Everett playing for?
He was playing for Ron.
All right, tell Ron what he's got.
Congratulations, Ron. You win a pair of tickets to see the WWE Raw at the American Airlines Center on June 3rd. Tickets on sale now at all Ticketmaster locations, and a pair of tickets to the 105.3 second year anniversary party June 22nd at the Texas Motorplex. Tickets will be $10 at the door. Listen to us for more details and ticket giveaway.
More of the Russ Martin Show coming right.
All right. Yeah, I like that song. I liked it because it was long.
How long was it?
About 5 minutes, 10 seconds.
Really?
Yeah. I remember it went on and on and on and on and on.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They just kind of tailed out.
Yeah.
Where the hell is Sausalito?
California.
Yeah. Good. All right, you ready to do news?
Sure. I have some more audio, by the way.
Oh, do you? Good. Yeah, da-da-da. By the way, Everett, next week, you going to be here next Wednesday?
Mm-hmm.
We'll be attempting a brand new game.
What's that?
Damn.
Smell my vomit.
Burping for snot.
Eddie, do you have the open produced for you yet?
Yeah, it's supposed to be.
What?
Smell my vomit.
That'd be good, too.
Oh, we get people up here to play?
Yeah, standing in line.
You know we would.
It'll be a takeoff off the, what's the game? What, that chick that wears the black?
Weakest Link?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Be a takeoff off of that.
Is JD going to play?
Does he say anything, Eddie?
Welcome to the dumbest
You're doing just like the show.
Oh. See, I haven't seen it. So
Yeah,
I mean, I saw it one time with the celebrities.
Yeah.
So that's what we'll be playing.
With listeners or
with you guys?
In-house. Excellent.
Yeah. You, Eddie, JD, and Dan.
Finally a game I can win.
So we'll try that next Wednesday.
That'll be fun.
Do you have any questions written yet, Eddie?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, you ready to go, JD? Here we go. Speaking of the stupidest, JD Ryan is on the lead.
He just got that.
Well, that didn't take long. We're going to start calling you Flash. JD Ryan's on the new 105.3 FM Talk with news.
Thank you, Ross. The federal, I've got to credit this to NBC5 Idaho because I stole this stuff from them. Federal Aviation Administration released air traffic control tapes Thursday documenting a close call at a DFW airport last summer, and said Channel 5 got these from the Open Records Law. This shows exactly what happened the morning of August 16th as a Continental Flight 1487 landed on the runway 18 right. Seemingly everything was fine. The Delta 737 was on a parallel runway, which is 18 left, getting ready to take off. Now this is, they got some audio there. This is basically the beginning of it where they clear the guy for takeoff. You want to hit?
And the other plane?
Basically,
How many cuts are on here?
One was taken off on the left runway. Yeah. One just landed on the right runway. Mm-hmm. He cleared the one on the right runway to taxi in front of the one that was taken off. Oh, okay. And they just missed him by inches. They said they actually scraped the tail on the runway as they rotated to keep from missing the other airplane.
And this is the audio from that?
Right.
All right.
Yeah, and then the plane took off and everything was okay. As Continental Flight 1487 landed on runway 18 left, everything was fine.
Clear to land 18 right, House 1487.
That was it?
Delta 1521, runway 18 left, cleared for takeoff.
He cleared the other one.
Delta 1487, cross 18 left on Foxtrot.
Yeah,
did you see the Continental guy that crossed in front of us on takeoff roll? No, sir. Somebody gave clearance to a Continental to cross, and after you had given us clearance to take off. And where were you at, sir? Was you already airborne?
None of your business.
No, we was on takeoff roll. We just missed him just by a little bit. Bad. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, so basically they cleared somebody in front of somebody that was on takeoff roll.
That's what you've been working on for the past 45 minutes?
No, I just had him download it.
He's been running back and forth. He goes, I got audio of a near miss.
Yeah. Channel 5 actually got it.
They're not screaming at each other.
No, but they missed by inches.
So what? You can't tell by the audio.
Well, just thought it was interesting. Excuse me.
You missed.
Oh, okay. Ever since the attacks of September,
those planes were closer than you were.
You don't think a near miss at DFW is interesting?
Yeah, the story, the audio blew.
Yeah, well, that's all they have.
If they're screaming,
pilots don't scream and holler. Normally, even when they're going down, they're like, we're going down. Delta 587, we're crashing. They cleared the crash.
Yeah, cleared the crash. Holy Jesus.
I've actually heard a plane that was crashing up somewhere in Georgia, and they had lost both engines in a hailstorm, and the pilots were about that calm. We're going to be putting it down on the highway here. Just about that calm. And they died.
Built a 171 ball of flames. That's my legs. My legs. I can't feel my legs.
Okay. Anyway. Not big on Delta. We love them. Anyway, ever since the attack on September 11th, aviation engineers have been looking for new ways to keep planes and passengers safer. They've come up with some new technology. It's on display this week in Fort Worth and for the airline industry professionals. Among the devices are airbags for low-impact collisions, going to be maybe new in the airplanes, different kinds of lighting, different colors to eliminate weariness in passengers' eyes, and surveillance cameras that are not cheap, but they keep the cockpit crew aware of if there's trouble in the back. All right, you're going to say now.
I'm not, because I'd say it and I have to hit the delay, and I've hit it a bunch of times.
Oh, okay.
The best part of the show today has been deleted.
Yeah. Okay. Number of Americans diagnosed annually with cancer.
If you ever caught fire, we could put your mouth out.
Yes. You certainly could.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Number of Americans diagnosed annually with cancer will double over the next 50 years from 1.3 million to 2.6 million. The expected boom reflects the population that will be larger and be living longer rather than suggesting that cancer itself will actually become more menacing. The exotic dancer whose daughter was...
Read slower. We got 54 minutes.
The exotic dancer whose daughter was expelled from a kindergarten of a Christian school has landed a job now on a wacky morning radio show. Sacramento Radio 107.9, The End, has hired Christina Silvas, 24. She's joined the morning show called The Morning Rave. Silvas made headlines when she was told by officials at the Capital Christian School that her 5-year-old daughter could no longer attend kindergarten because of her job as a dancer. They was also told if she would quit her job, she could go back to school. Of course, it was a job that was keeping her kid in the private school as it was.
What do they care what she does?
Because they're Christians.
So what? Catholics play with weenies.
Yeah, pretty much anything seems to go.
My other point is somebody had to go in that bar to find out she worked there. Somebody from the Christian school had to rat her out.
Right now, using religion is not really the best thing to throw at people.
Actually, I think somebody at the school had been told she worked there, and so they went to the website for the club and saw pictures of her on there.
So anyway.
Well, the problem is nobody really knew. So if nobody knew, what difference did it make? They had to go out of their way to find out. So what?
Oh, but the busybodies there at the church, if it's a church or Christian daycare, the little busybodies are going to throw a fit.
Well, it's not as though it infiltrates the school somehow.
Right.
Well, no, the very fact that she is the daughter of an exotic dancer, that's a problem for these people.
Well, it's ridiculous. I mean, you would think that they would want to educate the daughter of a topless dancer in a Christian environment. And have a good effect rather than kicking her out.
They want everything her way. Their way.
Well, she had to quit her job. She quit her job for 3 weeks so her daughter could finish the school.
Right.
Year. All right. 18-year-old man in a drunken stupor on railroad tracks while a train drove over him recently passed inches above his head. A bit later, the teenager just woke up and walked away. The inebriated young man was lucky to pass out lengthwise on the track. The train went over him at about 75 miles an hour, passing 8 inches above his head. Train personnel said it was a miracle that he emerged with just a scratch. They feared the worst when they suddenly saw a body lying on the tracks, and of course the train could not stop. He was passed out. Sony Pictures and Revolution Studios making a new Peter Pan movie, and you could make some cash by putting your kid in it. They've set up a website. Actually, they're going to cast all the child's parts, Peter Pan, Wendy, and her brother Michael John, and Peter's Lost Boys, whatever that is. And it's open up to basically anybody. All you have to do is turn your kid into the next big actor. PeterPanCastingCall.com. Give him a call. And he's not going to get the lead, that Billy Gilman kid, the little 14-year-old. He's going to get the lead of.
All that means they're going to sing.
Who's Billy Gilman?
Just a little kid that sang a country song.
Yeah, little kid sings country songs.
Oh, so he got the lead.
Good. Anyway, it'll be a blockbuster.
That's it. There's news and information. Hey, listen to win cash in the KYNG Buddy Contest at 4 o'clock and again at 6 o'clock with Russ. If you want to find out all about it, go to KYNG.com, click on Win Cash for details. I'm J.D. Ryan on the Talk That Rocks Texas, the new 105.3 FM Talk.
More of the Russ Martin Show coming right.
Let's do another check on traffic. Jonathan Dodge at the controls of the new 105.3 FM Talks White Lightning.
Why, thank you, Russ, on this report brought to you by your Dallas-Fort Worth Nissan dealers eastbound I-30. Just before Big Town Boulevard, left lane's blocked with slight backup due to somebody out there changing a flat tire. 121 at I-35 Simmons got a half-mile delay due to signals malfunctioning on the service road at the end of the exit. People are backing up onto the highway. There's an accident, Richardson, southbound, I-75 at Bellline. Left lane is blocked with minor delays. And Fort Worth, northbound and southbound, I-35 to North Freeway at Alliance Gateway. Only the right lane is open on both sides due to road work. You expect heavy delays even now. Westbound, I-30 between I-35 and Henderson. The right shoulder is blocked with delays from 287 due to an accident. That's just causing an onlooker delay. This report brought to you by 1-800-DRIVERS. They have jobs for drivers, owner-operators, and drivers needing training. Call 1-800-DRIVERS today or fill out a universal application online at 1-800-DRIVERS.com. That's traffic. I'm Jonathan Dodge in the new 105.3 FM White Lightning.
Thank you, Jonathan. Memorial Day weekend weather going to be 64 for the low tonight. Scattered clouds, some rain coming in tomorrow afternoon. Maybe be gone by Sunday. And Monday ought to be pretty decent. 88 should be the high. 80 degrees now at the Talk That Rocks Texas. The new 105.3 FM Talk.
So do we just have idiots running our airlines?
No.
Or air traffic control?
That was air traffic controller error, yes. And then he said he didn't even see it. Did you see that? Where were you? Taking off on your runway? Maybe. The one wasn't me watching?
The one that you're paid to watch? Were you watching it? You weren't watching it.
Clearly he wasn't.
It's just amazing that we have so many flights take off and land and travel across the country, and we haven't had more problems.
Overall, it's a very safe industry. It's, again, safer than driving a car. And we move a lot more people every day. We get thousands and thousands of flights every day, and an incident like this happens maybe once every couple of months.
I thought these things happen more often than that.
No, not that close of a call. Where somebody's taxi is right in front of somebody else.
What do they call those? They don't call them accidents or anything.
It's an incident. Near miss.
What happens to the air traffic controller in that situation?
They'll go back and review and see how close it really was, and he will be either retrained. If he has a history of that, he can be fired or demoted, taken to a less busy. They'll put him in Addison Airport instead of DFW.
Right.
Or
crashing planes out there.
No, it's just there you got one runway, and the planes are going a lot slower. Or they'll take you to Waco or someplace else. So they'll demote you, or they'll retrain you, or if it's bad enough, they will fire you.
Even for one incident. I mean, I can see.
No, for one, if it's bad enough.
Sure.
Yeah.
He said if you have a track record.
Yeah.
Right.
In this case, if that's that guy's first problem in 10 years, he'll get it right up. It'll go in his file.
And the other thing that's just absolutely retarded that the airlines that they're doing is they're saying they can't. I even clipped the story. Hold on.
Part of the blame's got to be also because at DFW you can see the whole way down the runway. Some runways are bowed, you can't see who's on the other end.
Well, they shouldn't have built it that way.
Part of it, part of it's just topography.
Shouldn't everything be line of sight?
That's not all. There are airports that are slightly bowed. If an airplane's on the complete other end of the runway, you can't see them. But in this case, at DFW, you can. So part of the responsibility has to be the guy that crossed in front of him. He should look down the runway too.
Why don't they have two towers if there's a curvature? Is it the curvature of the earth, or they just can't build it straight?
No, it's the curvature of the earth, or the area that it's built in. But they do have multiple towers at DFW, actually.
The other thing was the airlines admitted they're not going to be able to make the December 31st deadline for screening.
Oh.
Is that really something that we should be telling everybody?
I'm sorry, I missed that. Say it again. There's only going to be a what? I'm sorry, I was screening a call.
I think the listeners got it. You want me to say it all again just for you?
Well, it's just one sentence.
Okay, Dan. Airport executives say they can't meet the December 31st deadline for screening luggage. Many of the nation's airport executives gathering for the first time since September 11th said Sunday that they were frustrated with tight government deadlines to increase airport security, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, they said they can't make it. It's going to be too much. And Why are we telling everybody that?
We shouldn't be.
We should already be saying, hey, it's in place. And then, take
security's as tight as a drum. They can't get anything through here.
Yeah, we've met all the deadlines. Everything's nothing to see here. Just put up a bunch of big machines with Christmas lights taped to it and go, that's it. You don't want to sneak nothing through that.
It's a CYA measure on their part. Because if something does happen, they can say, look, we said we weren't ready.
We warned you.
That's true. Exactly. Whereas if they say, yeah, security's as tight as a drum and
well,
something
it's telling terrorists, it's like, you know what, we're not ready. When they said, what's going to take us a while to get those safety doors put in the cockpits, everybody should have went, they're in now. And then taken whatever time it was really going to take anyway.
But if you do that and an incident occurs, then you know that that's a lie.
Yeah, but reality's still the same. If it's going to be the end of the year, it's going to be the end of the year regardless of what I say. Why tell everybody? That's just telling everybody here's where the chink in the armor is. But the idea, how about that?
Well, okay.
Thank you. You keep telling everybody, well, we can't catch all the terrorists. After the first of the year, we'll be able to, spot all the bombs. But not until then.
Well, it's kind of like the thing with the FBI saying that attack is inevitable. That it's going to happen.
Yeah, now we have warnings every week.
Yeah, it's
Y'all didn't warn us. Now we will.
It's if.
Yeah, Dick Cheney put us all on alert. It could happen tomorrow. It could happen next month. It could happen in a couple of years. Well, aren't you a genius? Supposed to go behind him and thump him in his melon. It could happen in 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Good call. So what does that mean we're supposed to do? Walk around paranoid for the rest of our lives?
No. And that was the Democrats coming out pointing fingers going, Bush knew.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They told Bush. He probably got a memo and went, all right, September 11th, 2 planes in the World
Here's the flight numbers.
Yeah, you may, don't do nothing you don't want to.
Well, and there should have been Democrats that knew, that came rushing to his aid to say, look, we've got to do something about this.
Yeah, the terrorists only notify the Republicans.
Right.
Bipartisan.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So, but now they're covering their ass by going, okay, you want to know every time there's a alert? Here it is.
What kind of idiot would think that Bush knew and just sat there and went, nah.
Not worth screwing with.
Yeah. I got other stuff. And what purpose is this going to serve?
Nothing. It's just politics. We've gone back to bickering among ourselves.
And they're going, you should have connected all the dots. Well, first of all, that's a good analogy for Bush.
Mm-hmm.
But it's easy to say that now because we're paranoid over everything. Before September the 11th, we got threats all the time and nobody give a rat's ass. Now, every threat's taken seriously because we're missing a couple of buildings in New York. So hindsight doesn't really... You can't use today's thinking to go back and point fingers at Bush because everything now is suspect.
They're playing politics. Just like you predicted. Everybody's going back to pointing fingers.
Oh, yeah. And it did, it actually surprised me. It didn't take... I thought it would last, the little patriotism push that we had going, I thought it would last a little bit longer than 6-7 months. But they're already jumping on Bush, back to calling him a retard and all the other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, let me grab this. La-da-da-da. Yes, Joe?
Hi, Russell.
Yes?
Excuse me for saying Russell.
That's quite all right.
I've been listening to you since you got started, and I have been a faithful patron.
Thank you.
And you've never caused me any trouble until recently.
What did I do?
This lady that I'm married to heard you say that all men cheat.
Yes.
Since then, I have had no sex, no breakfast, no supper. She knows how much I really love your show. And I was wondering...
Why is she...
No, wait, just a minute, okay? Let me get it through before you make me look like an ass on the radio.
I don't understand why she's punishing you for something you didn't do.
Well, she just knows that I really care about your show.
Right.
And it's kind of like if I really look up to someone at my work or whatever, and she believes what you say. Because I listen to you religiously. I have to have the Russ Martin on all the time.
So now she's punishing you for listening to the show.
Well, she's doubting my faithfulness because of what you say.
Well, why is she listening?
Well, we listen together because we really do love the entertainment value.
Yes.
Of when you punish JD, especially JD.
Yeah. I seem to be in the barrel more than anybody.
Shut up, Bert. God, Joe.
I was just wondering if you could lay off the all men cheat stuff for your buddies in the club. You know, when you started this...
Joe, I can certainly lay off of it, but that's not going to change the truth, now is it?
Well, there is no truth involved as far as I'm concerned in cheating.
Why? But of course. Where is she?
She's not here.
Of course she's not.
Thank God.
But she is listening and probably knows your voice.
JD, I was talking to Russ.
Well, excuse me.
It's an A-B conversation.
Yeah. So you like me to stop?
No, I just wish you'd kind of put a little... Everett, are you there?
Yes.
Everett, couldn't you help him with the language a little bit?
With his language?
Yeah, the language of the statement of all men cheat. Because all of us guys, really, we don't cheat.
Yes, you do.
Cheat.
Yes, we do.
Don't have the balls.
Sooner or later, you're going to cheat. And right now, she's this is almost like a self-fulfilling prophecy. She's going to force you into cheating just by cutting you off and treating you like crap.
I don't see that
She's helping proving my point.
Well, all men don't cheat, Russ.
Yes, they do.
No, they
Yes,
don't.
they do.
And I hope there's some other guys out there, just like me, that love you, love the show, and don't cheat, and love their wife,
yes,
and love
of course
their kids, and they listen to you because of everything except for that, because we don't all cheat. We don't all cheat, Russ. Ask Dan. Has he cheated except for the thumb deal?
Well, if you want to get right down to it and technical, that could be construed as cheating.
Oh, thanks, Dan.
You're welcome.
Thanks for the prize pack, too.
Okay, thanks. Whatever he's talking about.
Well, he probably won a game at some point.
I'm sure he did.
After cheating on his wife.
That's funny. If she's really doing all of that, she's pushing him in that direction. She's going to help prove the thing that I've been saying all along.
He's going to eventually think to himself, well, if you're going to think I'm cheating, I might as well.
I've been convicted.
And Russ said we all do it. I guess I better.
Don't want to piss him off. In fact, after having L.A. stay with me for 3 or 4 days, I don't even know what my length of faithfulness would be now. Because it's just gotten really short term. 3 or 4 days, I couldn't wait to get her out of the house. Even though she's got a body from hell, I just wanted something different.
And did everything for you sexually, you can imagine.
And did my laundry, cooked, fixed me veggies.
The perfect point star.
Yeah. The only downside to dating her is that she sucked for a living.
And that's kind of a big one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even that she's for a living are big.
Yes.
Did I get all that out?
Yes.
Thank you. Which line, Daniel? 5? Yes, Ralph.
My wife's about 2 hours out of town now, and I can't wait to cheat this evening. I think she's outside of your repeater distance. Lord help me if she's not.
All right. Thanks, Ralph.
Bye.
I think as I've gotten older, my attention ADD has gotten even shorter. Because when L.A. left to go do a photo shoot Monday or Tuesday, whatever day it was, as soon as she was out the door, I went upstairs and whacked.
Really?
Yeah. Even though I could have had her right then and there, she probably, could have done a quickie thing. I just had to go upstairs and look at a different chick.
So you would rather whack to a different chick?
I had her all weekend. I needed a different chick.
All weekend. You'll never marry.
I don't, honestly to God, I don't think I can. I can't even imagine falling. It's been so long, I don't even know what falling in love is like. I don't know what it would be like right now to want to see somebody so bad that I would actually drive to their house and pick them up.
I'm with you.
I don't. Everett, you have an incredulous look on your face.
No.
Are you being?
We ask Everett and I about relationships.
Out on this one.
Yeah. I mean, I miss that. I'm not trying to be an ass here. I miss, meeting somebody and you just can't wait till you see them or call them or you're out with them on a date and you're kind of sad because you don't know if you're going to go out with them the next night. That makes sense?
Mm-hmm. It's falling in love, yeah.
I think you're in love
saw that
now.
on television.
Yeah.
No, I think you're in love now. Yeah, he is too.
No, I'm not.
No. Yes, you are.
No.
Because when I was talking with L.A. Just a little earlier, when she called in, she told me that when she was leaving and gave you a hug at the door, that she got out to the car, and then you got her to come back in the house telling her that there was something, she left something on the counter. And you got her back in the house, and as she was walking towards the counter to check, you grabbed her by the arm, turned her around.
Nobody heard it. I hit the delay.
And with tears in your eyes, you gave her a big hug and a kiss. And she said, I pretended not to notice because I did not want to embarrass him because he is so tough on the outside, but he's really just a big softie. And then when we separated...
Go ahead, I'm coming in there.
When we separated...
That's the noise you're going to make here in about 8 seconds.
Right up.
You're giggling about everything.
I'm just Dan.
What about Dan?
Well, he came in here talking about his daughter going to camp.
She'll be gone for a whole month.
Teenage girl camp.
No, Girl Scout camp.
Teenage girl camp.
She's a counselor now.
Teenage girl camp.
No, it's not teenage girl camp.
How old's your daughter?
She's 16.
Teenage girl camp.
No, there are adults, the adult counselors, then there are the counselors in training, which is what she will be.
You know what they call the counselors out there?
What?
Teenage girl camp farmers.
No, there are no men anywhere near this camp.
There will
Girl
be.
Scout.
There will be.
They'll pick up the scent.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Teenage girl camp. It's a little boob farm.
I'm not concerned about this. She's been going to this camp every year.
And of course you aren't, ostrich man.
Denial boy.
Anyway. So then Ellie said, after she gave you a hug and you cried. What's the matter?
Nothing.
She gave you a hug and you cried.
I didn't cry.
Yes, you did.
No,
she said
I
the
didn't.
tears when you first grabbed her by the arm and you swung her around, you looked deeply into her eyes. These are her words, not mine. You looked deeply into her eyes.
Daniel, you're making this
tears
up.
in your eyes.
Daniel.
She hugged you. And then when she turned to go away, tears were streaming down your cheeks. And she said she was missing you by the time she got in the car.
Either you...
Because she was driving away, the driver is driving away, and she turns and she sees you standing in the front yard.
Oh, that camera shot
watching
through the
her
roof.
go away.
That's like I remember.
She said, I didn't get 2 blocks away. I was bawling my eyes out.
Or Russ just standing there holding her scarf.
Blowing in the wind. Okay, that's
nobody could hear it. You got
the idea.
Yeah. F all of you.
Mm-hmm.
Fingers for everyone. Okay. I don't know
how many calls a day has it been since then?
I don't know if it's you that's lying or she's lying to you, but that ain't the way it played.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, she's already called once that we know of today, and you've already promised to call her tonight. That doesn't include the other calls that have occurred
If you
today.
don't promise, you can't get her off the phone.
So you're not going to call her tonight?
No.
Bet.
I'll lie. I'm not going to call her.
Yes, you are.
I got a date. I do. Tonight.
With the phone.
Right after I call LA. I am not in a relationship with a porn star.
Well, you are, whether you're in love or not. You are in a relationship.
Yes.
I'm using relationship in the romantic sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
I believe you.
And Dan's daughter isn't going to be near any guys this summer at camp.
Oh, God, that just drives me.
We're starting an ostrich farm here.
Yes, we are.
What is it, Bob?
Hey, how are you, Russ?
Good.
Hey, you were talking earlier about how much do Americans need to know about these air mishaps. I want to take it one step further. How much does the world need to know about what was on the front page of USA Today yesterday? Did you read any of that?
No.
what they said was that they're talking about maybe going into Iraq and starting a war with them. And all the military...
Yeah, let's tell them we're coming.
And all the military bigwigs are saying, you know what, we can't do that because if the other Arab countries won't let us put a military base there, we're going to have to refuel in the air, and over one-third of our force is in repair right now, and we're not strong enough to do it. Does the world need to know that stuff?
You know what? There's a lot of stuff that we don't need to know. When you think about it, really, the newspaper is just gossip. I mean, what do I care if a building is on fire in Garland? Seriously, how does that affect my life? Why do I really need to know? We're just curious bastards.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, same thing with this guy that killed his wife up in McKinney.
Yeah.
Well, there's new news about that. Well, her husband confessed. So what? Who cares?
No, seriously. Yeah. I mean, it's not a matter of being apathetic. If it's a newspaper and it's reporting, political stuff that we need to know about and make our decisions based on that stuff, that's one thing. But the rest of it's just technically gossip.
Yeah.
Well, sure.
My point is
Yes, thank you. Whatever.
Well, the first order of business, obviously, is to sell newspapers.
Yeah.
And conveying the news is secondary.
Sells,
yeah.
And gossip.
Oh, when I say gossip, I don't mean the stories aren't.
No.
They're not confirmed. They're not unfounded. It's just stuff that... Really, what business is it of mine if there was a traffic wreck on 45 at 2 o'clock yesterday morning?
It's sensationalistic, and it doesn't affect our daily lives. I mean, truly, not to be callous, but how much do you really care as a
Unless
person?
I know them, I don't care.
Exactly. You don't.
I'd like to say I do, but I don't. The only thing I really care about right now is that little camp for the 16-year-olds. Do they have a swimming pool there?
They have a lake.
Are they going to get wet?
Well, I would assume so, since they teach swimming and they have the swimming merit badges. This is a Girl Scout camp.
My toes are so curled right now, I could hang from trees.
Well, you go right on ahead and hang yourself.
And you know what's on the other side of the leg. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
There are no boys' camps anywhere near this one.
Of course not.
Sure, Daniel.
There's always one on the other side of the leg.
Yeah, it has to
No.
I've seen those movies.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is not meatballs or anything like that.
I would be so horny if I swam across the lake. By the time I got to the other side, there'd be seaweed all over the end of my crank from dragging to bottom.
Little slow motion pillow fights.
Running around in their little brassieres.
Little
panties.
Underwear.
Feathers floating in the air.
Underoos.
Fall.
Garanimals.
Half of that was the face.
Yeah. Was it?
Yeah. That was the face. I'm not sure will that transfer to the car.
No. Then I won't do it again.
We enjoyed it. We enjoyed it.
15 minutes to kill and we're out of here.
I can read the plugs really slow.
I'm kind of upset that I'm not in a relationship. I kind of wanted to do something with somebody this weekend.
It's just a shame that your lover's out of town.
Did you call Pink Tube Top Chick?
Yeah, she's the one that hasn't called me back.
Oh.
Let me check really quick. Because she was hot.
I'll be glad to swing over. Hang out with you.
Why don't you come over and we'll drive out to the little
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice messaging system. 214. Please enter your password.
See if she called.
You have no unheard message.
Bitch. I had a buddy one time used to bang his stepmom.
That's weird.
I can't help it.
So it's, Dad and, were they still married? His father was still married to the stepmom at the time?
Yeah, that's why they were all in the same house.
Well, they could have split up and gone and visit.
No, they all lived in the same house, and I remember him used to telling me it was Jeffrey Arbor lived on Pleasant Drive in Pleasant Grove. Well, cat's out of that bag. He was 17, banging his stepmom.
Damn.
He used to tell me how they would wait, like, I'm getting ready to go to school. Well, you're such a good boy. Yes, I am. Well, there goes Dad going off to DP&L. Bye, Daddy. Mama.
Oh, God. That's a whore.
Mama. Roof.
Oh, man.
He said
that makes for a good movie, I mean.
He said he used to bang the crap out of her. It's just weird to go over to somebody's house.
Yeah, I know that.
Because, you go over there and you'd hang out or we go ride motorcycles or whatever. And, you'd look at her and go, hey, Mrs. What's her last name? Arbor? Something like that. Whatever I said earlier. And just to look at her and the kid, and you know that they're both poking.
Was she a lot younger than the dad? Was she hot?
I don't know. Yeah, she was she was all right at that point. When you're, 16 or 17, you can't really gauge how old anybody is.
Right.
But just knowing that he was banging her was just kind of weird. Yet.
Strangely erotic.
That. I don't have any other good stories. What time is it now?
6:47.
We have 13 minutes to go.
We've never had just 13 minutes of just silence.
You want to?
Just leave the mics open and just sit here.
Stare at each other?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't like this bit.
There's people in the car with word of listening.
Yeah.
I'm going to listen for 13 minutes. This is going to be good.
Yeah. There's no way they're just going to stare at each other for 13 minutes. This is boo. Oh, Jesus. What is it? You're on the air.
Hey, that's Russ. All right. Oh, see.
All right.
More of the Russ Martin Show coming right up.
All right. It's becoming more and more coordinated and more of a show.
Yeah, Everett holds up the horns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thing. JD flips the lights. Eddie holds up a lighter.
Mm-hmm. I'm bringing the smoke machine in Tuesday.
Good. 6:53.
This has now become the time and temperature channel.
Yeah. Line 1, Dan?
Yes.
Right. Go ahead, Steve. You're on the air.
Yeah, I was going to tell you, thanks for doing the little bumper there again, because there's a bunch of guys here at work that we all listen to the show, but we've had to have the radio off most of the day, and we just now got to turn it back on.
Mm-hmm.
And every time you do that bit, we all flip the lights on and off in our little cubicles and everything, right? It just pisses the boss off great, but it's funny. We're all flipping the lights on and off, and there's this one chick that she's starting to do like a table dance or something like that to it, so it's pretty cool.
Every time we play that bumper music.
Every time.
Is everybody there right now?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it again.
Okay.
Whatever.
I thought we were lame.
Yeah.
The boss just keep walking out. He's looking at us all.
Good. Here it comes.
And now, back to the Russ Martin Show on the talk that rocks Texas. The new 105.3 FM Talk.
There's people flipping their dome lights off and on in their cars.
Headlights.
Yeah.
Up and down. Yeah. All right. There you go, Steve.
Thank you a lot.
Yeah.
The boss just fired an entire room full of people.
I'm flashing the lights.
Make me have seizures.
Sat in my office ago. Is it raining?
And turn off that damn lover boy.
Yeah.
Now the boss has to get into it, too. Come on. It's almost 7 o'clock.
6:54.
88 degrees.
Let me see. Oh, I know.
By the way,
yes,
sorry.
go ahead.
I'm just going to say.
Oh, good. 2 topics. What?
Man, that 3-day weekend just out there.
3 topics.
Yeah.
What?
When I talked to L.A. earlier, she also told me that her mom has taken that picture you gave her of the two of you together and framed it and put it in the parlor. Her mom says that what'd she call you? Not a sex machine. Sex god? Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard about that. They took, there are 2 different pictures.
Right.
There's that one, which is safe, the 2 of us.
Right.
And that one goes in the parlor.
Mm-hmm.
The one of me sucking you, I had to put in my bedroom because that's personal.
I don't think Mom's seen that one.
With that family, I don't know.
So she said they were having a cookout last night and had a bunch of people over, and her mom brought the picture out of the parlor and was showing it to everybody, telling, this is L.A.'s friend, this is Russ Martin, he is a sexy man.
It's going to be sad when y'all break up.
You know what I'm really...
What?
I don't know what Eddie's laughing at.
Okay.
Maybe he's happy we have another topic.
So, You've been talking to her mother, too, right?
She puts her mom on the phone. The one thing that's going to be weird is she's going to want to come back soon.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And I'm going to have to tell her no and explain why. That's going to be weird. Because that's going to hurt her feelings.
Yes, it will.
Why?
Because I'm going to have to tell her that...
You can't come visit me all the time.
Yeah.
You're a great person. You're a great person, but you're a porn star.
Yeah.
Basically.
The whole sucking.
Yeah, the sucking for a living, that's... No.
Yeah, I can see where that would be.
Is this starting to have an effect on your relationship or something? Are you losing confidence? What?
I'm a guy that don't like a chick that dress slutty when we go out in public.
Yeah.
She, for a living.
Big ones.
Yeah, great big ones. Monster ones. Donkey Kongs.
What if she quit for you?
No, because then that's still that history. That's just too weird for me. I'm not judging anybody. I'm not saying anything. That's just too weird for me. I'm too insecure.
But that's just business.
Everett, her business is sucking for a living.
Well, yes, it is lucrative. Yeah. I'll give you that.
Making some money. You ever send us any pictures of her?
I thought I already did.
Oh, never. I didn't get them.
I didn't send anybody anything?
Nope. You sent me one.
Which one was that?
Of her looking up at the camera, and she's in that kind of kitty cat pose. She's down on the sheets.
Is that the one where I blacked out my
You
thing?
blacked out your part, so.
Yeah.
And then her little butt is up in the air.
Oh, we got plenty of them in the bedroom. And it's funny because she would, I'd be holding the camera and she'd be in that position. She'd stop. Instead of just catching it as it's happening, she'd stop, look up at the camera and go, there you go.
She's posing.
Yes, she was.
She's a professional.
She goes, did you get that one? Could you see the little string of spit there? Here, I'll do it again. And then get the little, spit thing.
Elongated.
Yeah.
Well, send me one. It's going to be a long weekend for me. So.
Why, is Joy not in town?
Yeah. She's staying where she lives.
How come?
What you do now?
I didn't do anything.
Yeah, if you guys aren't together, you did something.
No, she's got family issues.
What's wrong?
Nothing's wrong.
What's wrong with you two?
Nothing.
Come on, JP, tell us.
Come on, we got 3 minutes to go. What time we got to be out of here, Eddie?
Nothing wrong with that.
7:03.
All is well. She's staying there to take care of family members. She is.
And you haven't had any arguments with her?
I'll make one up if it make you guys feel better, but no.
No, Dan said somebody in the building overheard you screaming at somebody.
No. Unless it was my kid.
Well, what I had heard was that the last sentence of the conversation was, I had a good weekend planned. I guess not. And that was
it's because, I'm not going to, because we were together. We were going to go to Corpus.
Oh.
And we didn't. We can't. Well, first of all, the weather crapped out. There's seaweeds all over the beach, and she's got this issue with her family.
What's going on with her family?
Nothing. She's just staying to take care of somebody.
Who?
Shut up, Everett. Go ahead, you're on the air. Hello?
I was going to ask Russ if the reason his wife, or Teddy's wife's going to be out of town, he's going to cheat on her.
Not my wife.
They're easily confused. I get a lot of those. People think that JD's the one that's married and I'm the one with a son.
How could they get that? How are they that stupid?
Oh, they get it wrong every day.
You're kidding.
I have to correct them before I put them through a lot of times because they get it backwards.
How could you mess that up?
Maybe new listeners.
I don't know.
New listeners.
I know these are people I've talked to before a lot of times. They get confused over a period of time. It becomes a jumble in their minds and they just forget.
Yeah. Eddie, I got a law question for you.
Yeah. Go ahead, you're on the air.
No, I get those for Eddie.
Yeah, I've gotten emails before that said, ask Eddie, blah, blah, blah.
Ask Eddie.
Hello? You're out. Everett, did that restaurant, or Dan, did the restaurant ever call back that was trying to hose Everett out of his tip?
No.
That guy just vanished?
No. Well, he didn't vanish. He just never called me back. He hasn't returned, the calls that I left, so.
Well, there's a shock. That's pretty consistent with everything else they've done. That doesn't surprise me in the slightest.
Well, the other thing that I thought is the guy wanted a copy of the show, which would indicate that we tape it, which is utterly absurd. So he could hear the chick that called into the show and accused Everett of not leaving a tip.
Right. But all he's got to do is deny that he knows who that person is.
I recognize that voice. That person doesn't work here.
Sure.
When obviously it was an employee because the way that restaurant is lined up, when you go to pay, it's you and the cashier, and it's like in a small...
It's a room separate in a
The word's not a vestibule. What would that be called?
Just a separate area.
Annex.
Yeah, but we know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's a different room.
Yeah. So nobody else is in there. It's you and the cashier, so there's no way anybody else in that building could have known that you didn't leave a tip, which why you would leave one there anyway, I don't know, because there's no waiters, waitresses.
Right.
In fact, the dopey-ass owner, when we got him on the air, said, well, we don't have any waitresses or waiters at 6 o'clock. All right, so I'm supposed to leave a tip to who then?
Yeah, they don't do anything there except cook your food and overcharge you for it.
Well, we got calls and emails from other people saying they had unpleasant experiences there.
Really?
Yeah, well, the ones that were describing her to me and saying, was this her? And I described her to Everett, and he said, I think that's her.
Well, I mean, odds would have it I wouldn't be the only person.
Well, the other thing is, instead of just going, you know what, I'm sorry that happened, I'll look into it. What do? I can't believe that happened.
So denial begins right away.
All right, how do you explain it then? Well, no, I just don't think that's possible. All right, fine. Come off looking like a DS. Yeah, I don't give a crap.
It's not as though she could have just guessed that. Someone could have just randomly guessed that occurred.
Screw them. Now, why would they have a tip jar at a place where there's no waiters or waitresses? The hell is that for?
Well, they do that in a lot of places.
Just trying to screw you out of more money.
Well, not screw you. Tipping is supposed to be voluntary.
Why are you going to tip when someplace where you go in and you get your own drinks and you get your own food? Got to be out of what time, Eddie?
7:03.
All right. I'm almost there. Why would you have to do that? I can suck this till 7:03.
Well, no, I'll occasionally drop, if it's just a few cents in change in the one at Starbucks.
Why? You're already paying $8 for a cup of coffee. That's nuts.
No, I don't pay that much for a cup of coffee because I normally get just normal coffee or sometimes a latte, but I will occasionally the employees will throw an extra shot into my latte or whatever.
Wow.
Because they know I'm I'm not overly generous. If it's like...
What does a regular coffee cost?
After tax, it's like $1.68, which you'd normally pay in most coffee shops anyway.
No, you wouldn't. It's like $1 at 7-Eleven. You get a great...
Well, I'm not going to drink 7-Eleven coffee, though.
What's wrong with 7-Eleven? You don't like the Southland? Is it still owned by Southland?
Yeah.
Southland Corporation.
Yeah. I don't like it.
Fine.
It's a better quality cup of coffee. It's ground fresh right then. It's not pre-packaged.
It's water through coffee beans, right?
Through coffee beans. But I like a really good cup of coffee. That's why I grind my own beans when I do them at home.
Water through coffee beans.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
But you want it to be fresh and you want it to taste good. And it's now 7:03:20.
You know what's wrong with you?
What?
You're still running your effing mouth. Do the plugs and let's go.
It's time for asking questions. To learn more about the Russ Martin Show, to email anyone on the show, to get in the studio audience, or to get on the show's weekly email list, simply go to russmartin.com. To see the shocking perversion that is J.D. Ryan, go to johndavidryan.com. Visit Eddie's fascinating and dangerous website, go to eddieBoyd.com. To contact Everett Newton at his law office, call him at 214-823-LAWS or go to dallasattorney.com. To email us during the show and only during the show, use the Russ Martin Show at hotmail.com. For information on pet adoptions or to make a donation to Operation Kindness, call them at 972-418-PAWS or go to OperationKindness.org. For information about the rest of the station, go to KYNG.com. What now?
Let's take some calls for a while.
Absolutely.
You want?
Yeah, absolutely.
This part don't hurt our ratings.
No.
I'm telling you.
Going to count down to 7 all day. Now it's 7:05, and let's take some calls.
We're staying late.
Go ahead, you're on the air.
Hey, man, is it going to be a 3-day West Coast weekend this weekend for y'all?
Wouldn't you know?
Holiday.
Thanks. All right. See you guys Monday.
Bye.
Shut up. Go ahead, you're on the air.
Yeah, Russ, I just wanted to say it's obvious you're just playing this chick, you know. You're just doing what you tell us all to do anyway.
What's that?
Well, you're just playing her, getting you some, making her think you love her to death, and apparently you got everybody else thinking
that's
you're
exactly what I'm doing.
I don't think it's that.
Yeah, that's why he cried when she left.
I didn't cry.
Okay, I believe you.
I doubt he cried.
I believe you.
Did she actually say I cried?
She said you had tears in your eyes and then tears were coming down your cheeks as she was leaving.
That's just not true. It's not.
We believe you. You've got no reason to lie about crying when she left.
Other than the fact that it makes you look like a total pussy.
Yeah, what he said. Oh, God.
Go ahead, you're on the air.
Hey, it's Jesse.
Hi,
Who's
Jesse.
it?
Russ.
Hey, Russ. Russ, man, I'm in the coffee business. You guys want some good coffee? I got it. Shoot this name the time I can bring it up there, and I'll lay it on you.
What kind of coffee is it?
It's called Flavia. It's a single pack. It's a single cup coffee, man. It's the greatest stuff in the world.
Dan, you ever heard of that?
Nope.
Oh.
I have.
Is it any good?
I've never had it, but I've heard of it.
It's by Eminem Mars.
All right, we'll take some. All right, I got nothing else to kill time.
Bye.
We already missed Lycus anyway. Bye.